rock station is KSWI Atlantic, a proud part of Meredith Communications. KS 95.7.
Live from Harlan, your Atlantic Trojans up against the Harlan Cyclones on KS 95.7 and live stream video at westerniowatoday.com. Play-by-play coverage from Tom Robinson alongside Perry Feith and sideline reporting from Kevin Ferguson. Atlantic Trojan football starts now on KS 95.7 and video streaming at westerniowatoday.com.
And good evening from Merrill Field in Harlan to Tom Robinson alongside Perry Feeve, Kevin Ferguson on the sidelines, and Cody Weaver behind our camera. Live video streamed on westerniowatoday.com. And you can go to KS957 and watch this game as well. We are here in Merrill Field, and it is Friday Night Lights, and it is football football weather here tonight, Perry Feef, and it's good to have some fall weather here tonight. And welcome to the broadcast. Atlantic coming off a win over Knoxville last week, 21-0, a shutout. And they hope to bring some momentum in here. They're 2-1 in district play, 3-4 overall. Harlan 1-2 in district play. Their losses to Creston and Nevada last week, 39-20. Harlan 4-3 in all games. So both teams are kind of playing and fighting for their lives to get into that postseason. Another big game tonight. Creston is taking on Nevada. Let's take a look at our sponsors each and every game. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop, locations in Atlantic and Carroll. First Whitney Bank, they're the only bank you'll ever need, a First Whitney Bank. Body Basic, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics. And the Seed Pros, by your side to maximize yields from the word go. Your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knutson. And 2nd Street Auto, your transmission pros, Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. Outfitters Plus Outlet Store, your home for personalized sports apparel in Atlantic. And the Super Bowl. Grab the gang and head to the Super Bowl for Glow Bowling every Friday and a Saturday night. Switta Safe, the reliable Switta for all your transportation needs. Stein Seed. Stein has yield. Contact Darren Petty, your local Stein representative, along with Trey Bricks as well. Hy-Vee, Bakery, Deli, Grocery, Meat Department of Pharmacy, always there for you, your Atlantic Hy-Vee. Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned full-line CarQuest retail store in Atlantic. And Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, a hometown bank for hometown people. Member FDIC. Also brought to you by Elkhart Plastics, integrity, optimism, customer focus, and a can-do spirit. Go to MyersIndustries.com/careers to fill out an application. That's MyersIndustries.com. And the Fish Store and Pet Center, your local one-stop pet shop in downtown Atlantic. Also, our stream brought to you by Greg Young Automotive Group in Atlantic. They do go the extra mile. Perry Feef, here we are. It's a beautiful night for football right now. We have calm winds. I think we're expecting to see the winds pick up a little bit later on, and maybe some rain later on this evening. But right now, high and dry. Huh?
So far, I mean, usually I don't care if it rains because we're always inside. But now we know what Fergie feels like in case it rains. This is not going to be fun if it rains on us. But, and again, we're at Harlan, so you know how I feel about Harlan.
Well, let's talk about the Trojans last week, Perry, and the shutout win over Knoxville.
Well, they played Perry, actually.
Or Perry, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, remember I got that picture on the scoreboard.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a good game.
They beat Knoxville too.
Yeah, they beat them too.
Talk about the win over Perry.
Okay, well, I was impressed with the offensive line. They did a really good job. They were creating some holes. It looked to me like the guys were playing hard and physical. Of course, our defense looked good, as they usually do, especially on the run. You know, they did a really good run defense. Tonight's going to be a different story because Harlan's Harlan. I know they're down this year. You know, they've got 3 losses, but I mean Harlan's Harlan. So they know how to kind of adapt and overcome. And I heard they got some injuries. I've heard
they are a little bit short-staffed, so to speak. Some of their top players not at least in the starting lineup. And we'll hear from Todd Blatt coming up a little bit later on. He makes no excuses.
No,
you know they're gonna play the game.
But now they know how, because we've kind of been injury prone all year. We've had a lot offensive linemen and stuff out. So yeah, so I mean it's It is. I'm watching this football game at the same time.
Yeah,
so.
the freshman is just finishing up here, and
Yep.
Harlan came from behind to beat Atlantic 12-10. They scored a late fourth quarter touchdown to win, and they're going to get away with defending their home field here, 12-10. Perry.
Yeah, they won with 32 seconds to go. So Atlantic was leading this whole game. It sounded like it looked like, and it's Harlan. They created a way to win. So
They're resilient.
Yep.
Kevin Ferguson, we'll talk to him a little bit later on as well. He'll be on the sidelines for us as we bring you this football game tonight between Atlantic and Harlan, a community. Todd Blatt, head coach for Cyclones, and Joe Brummer, head coach for Trojans. But Joe Brummer is from Harlan, and when you talk to some of these opposing coaches, they know Coach Brummer kind of runs a similar type offense with
right.
that, I formation backfield with a fullback and a tailback, and that's what the Cyclones have as well tonight.
Yeah, but I mean Atlantic and Harlan are kind of, I don't want to say identical, but Coach Brummer all year long developed the run, and that's what Harlan's always done is develop the run. So, I mean, it's going to be like kind of the same style of offense is going to be going against each other.
It really is, and you've got to develop that run to set up that play-action pass. So for Atlantic, Zayden Parker, the sophomore quarterback, has had a good year. He's really matured over the last couple of weeks. So 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, beating Knoxville, and then, of course, last week over Perry. Zayden Parker has completed 50% of his passes for 670 yards, Atlantic 741 passing yards. The running game really got going last week against the Blue Jays. Dante Hetherington and Gavin McLaren, they're carrying the rock the majority of the time. Hetherington 440 yards, McLaren 444. Atlantic has rushed for 1,119 yards so far this season, and in receiving, the leading receiver is Colton Rasmussen. And Atlantic's going to have to get the ball in that guy's hands tonight if they want to get something going offensively.
Most definitely. I mean, but we also have that no one sees that much besides us at number 12.
Jared Hansen.
Oh, yeah. He's been showing a lot of signs when he's healthy. He's been doing good at receiving.
Yeah, he had to miss a game or two because of injury, and Hansen had a great game last week against Perry. Hansen, 10 catches, 177 yards this season, and 1 touchdown, his longest 47 yards so far this season. When you look at Harlan Community, Will Arkfeld, the quarterback, in his first year of the senior, he's completed 56.3% of his passes for 1,406 yards. Harlan has 1,488 total on the year, and rushing just under 1,000 yards, 961, and they're led by Noah Schmitz, 55 carries, 343 yards, averaging 6.2 yards a carry. This Harlan team is lightning fast, and they've got Braden Eggers, the state champ sprinter.
Of course.
29 catches, 435 yards this season. Cade Sears, I'm not sure we'll see him tonight. He's not going to be in the starting lineup, but he might play. And Sears, also a speedster, 23 catches, 487 yards. And the tight end, Joseph Rice, he will be in the lineup tonight. Rice, 22 catches, 273 receiving yards. And the Cyclones are out. All red uniforms for Harlan Community. They have their traditional gray helmets with the Cyclone emblem, and red pants and red jerseys for this game tonight, Perry.
Yeah, I mean, they just come out with these. They don't always wear this red on red.
I'm used to seeing the gray pants. Yeah, but a little bit different look for the Cyclones here tonight. Well, we'll continue our pregame show here at 95.7 FM. When we come back, we'll hear from Atlantic Athletic Director, Mr. Andy Mitchell. That's coming up next in our Players Spotlight, brought to you by Meyer Gross Realty. We'll get to our Coaches Show, brought to you by Atlantic Locker. You're listening to the pregame show on 95.7 FM and live video streamed on WesternIowaToday.com.
At Greg Young Automotive of Atlantic, they pride themselves on going the extra mile. How, you ask? By providing unbeatable no-pressure service from knowledgeable salespeople. By taking that extra step to make sure you find the right vehicle for your needs. By truly providing a world-class experience right here at Atlantic. So stop by today and see how they can go the extra mile for you. Greg Young Automotive of Atlantic, 100 East 2nd Street, or online at GregYoungAtlantic.com.
Rolling Hills Bank and Trust.
Here at Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're dedicated to agriculture. That's why we offer various services that fit your growing ag needs. All our decisions are made locally by experienced lenders that truly understand the unique challenges of your operation. We're large enough to handle all your lending needs, yet small enough not to lose that personal touch. Our dedicated loan officers want to work with you to help your operation grow and thrive. Feel free to stop in and talk about how we can help your business succeed. Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Want your back at the shop? We talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Mitchell, and hey, thanks for joining us here. There's a football game tonight.
Hey, how about that? Friday night, kind of odd.
And we finally have some fall football weather here this evening, and I think everybody's looking forward to that. We see a lot of coats, hoods, stocking hats. This is Friday Night Lights, the Iowa style here, Andy.
Especially, with us, the weather forecast has been so crazy for the last couple of days. You didn't know, what it was going to be like. So I came prepared for the rain, but looks like that's going to hold off on us, hopefully, at least through most of the varsity game.
Most of the game. I think if we get out here by 10 o'clock, we will probably stay dry. Well, let's take a look back this week in activities, and we'll start with the cross-country team.
Yeah.
They third-place girls on Wednesday afternoon, a beautiful afternoon at Glenwood, and then it's a good thing they ran that. Of course, the boys finished sixth. Talk about that.
Yeah, so Sunday evening, the ADs, we started messaging back and forth, worried about Kemper said, hey, have you guys looked at the forecast? And, if it's raining on Thursday and we're on a golf course, they're not going to let us on. And it looked pretty high rain forecast, so we talked about what we could do, and they came up with, hey, we can run on Wednesday, but Kemper could not host it at the Carroll the municipal golf course that day. So we're going back and forth with who's available, and Glenwood was available with theirs being at the park, and so we just made the decision as ADs, and after talking to principals and soups, to go ahead and move the game up to 1 o'clock, or the meet up to 1 o'clock on Wednesday, and to move it to Glenwood. Kemper will host next year then.
You bet.
And that was the right move, to get it in and, make sure the kids got a good race in before state qualifying next week.
Yeah, Claire Pellant, all-conference, fourth overall. Bellberg, all-conference. And Christina Williams ran well. She also made the all-conference team.
Yeah, our girls are running really well right now, and I think Claire actually might have ran the second fastest 5K time for girls in Atlantic girls history. Only one's ever run it faster, I believe, is McCready Taylor.
Yeah, that was her personal best as well for senior through her whole career. She placed 15th a year ago. She's all-state a year ago, and certainly has a great opportunity when they had the winter set on Wednesday to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Talk about the boys' side. Devon Fields looks like he's getting in pretty good shape, huh?
Devon kind of came out of, not out of nowhere last year, but it was able to, hey, wait a second, here's Devon coming in and qualifying for state. He's been really quiet this year. Hadn't had, too much notoriety, and all of a sudden we come to the conference and he's top on the team again. Like, I think Devon just kind of saves it for the end of the year, which is all right. So he's running well, and Bennett and Sontag, as well. Let's hopefully they hit their stride next Thursday over at Winterset. You never know.
You bet. That'll be the state qualifying meet. The top 15 individuals will move on to the state meet. Top two teams, unless this Winterset, top two teams will head to the state tournament as well.
Correct.
Well, volleyball, and they finished off the regular season on Thursday night. Battle St. Albert in the first set. St. Albert kind of ran away the second.
Yeah, I think the scores really weren't indicative of how we played. We actually played pretty well last night. St. Albert's a really good ball club, but I thought overall our girls, their hustle, never stopped, and no quitting them whatsoever. But I didn't think they played that bad. I think St. Albert's played that well.
They'll be at Des Moines Christian on Wednesday or Tuesday night.
Tuesday night, 7 o'clock.
Yep, 7 o'clock. We'll have the broadcast on 95.7 FM. football last week. The shutout against Knoxville has been a while. The defense played really well and got the 21-0 shutout. Atlantic 2-1 coming into tonight.
Yeah, you look at our record. We're 3-4 right now.
Yeah.
We're number 3 in the district. But Harlan's got 2 losses in the district. To Nevada and to Creston, who are the top 2 teams in the district. And believe it or not, Tom, we are not mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. It's sitting at 3-4. Obviously, we got a tall task tonight. And here at Harlan, and we're going to have to play our ultimate best and hope for a few things to go our way. But it's still possible, and that's all you ask. You give yourself a chance, and they have given ourselves a chance. And then next week with Nevada, we win tonight, and we take care of Nevada.
Whoa.
We're in the playoffs.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, so
it's good to be in the hunt right now. It keeps the pressure on.
Exactly.
It keeps the motivation
keeps
in practice
motivation
as well.
high. Exactly. That's what you want, something to play for, and they have something to play for.
And the freshman team maybe trying to set the tone tonight as they are leading 10-6 when you and I got together here.
Yeah, I'm still trying. I asked Perry, did we kick a field goal? Because it's not very common at the freshman level anywhere. I said it's either that or we have 2 safeties and maybe 1 safety in the touchdown.
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet, so I'm kind of interested to go down to the sideline and ask, how did we come up with that score?
Yeah, they did get a safety in the game, and they were on the down inside the 5-yard line. Didn't get in, but then they got the safety and led 2-0. Then they got a touchdown.
They got a touchdown.
And
Okay,
a 2-point
makes
conversion.
sense. Yep.
Yeah, so a good game, and there's about 2:33 to go when you and I visited here, and Atlantic has the football. Anything else you want to add tonight?
Tom, it's been a great, fall for extracurricular activities. It's hard to believe that we're approaching the postseason now for all of them, and so excited for our kids to have a chance to go to state qualifying, go to Des Moines Christian, and then next weekend we've got the big All-State for music that we host for band and choir, and that we're going to have 900 to 1,000 people plus in our high school next week. It is packed next Saturday, so excited for that opportunity for our kids to showcase and their talent, and next thing you know, we're gonna be in the winter sports season. So that's not around the corner. That's knocking on our door.
That's knocking the door. And speaking of the arts, I know you spoke at the school board meeting on Wednesday night. And how about the Avery Anderson Foundation?
And thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah.
So I was approached a month and a half or so ago by Sue and Steve Anderson that they and the Avery Anderson Foundation would like to sponsor one of the days of our musical in memory of their son Avery.
Yeah.
And it's been going back and forth. Said, okay, how do we go about do this the right way? Because they wanted to sponsor a day and have an Avery Anderson day, but at the same time they want everybody to come to that day and nobody show up to the other days. So we decided to go on Sundays because that's usually the smallest crowd. Figuring there's still going to be a lot of people that come Friday because it's the first night of the show. Saturday, you're going to have my family that'll come in from out of town that can't do a Sunday because they got to get back, so far away. Yeah. So on that Sunday, the Avery Anderson Foundation and Steve and Sue Anderson themselves will be paying for anybody that's tickets to come in that day, and they're the ones going to be at the door, and they'll do a tally, and then they'll. And so anybody that knows Steve and Sue just knows how great of people they are. If you ever had a chance to be around Avery, and I was fortunate enough to be around him, just that little bit, and that kid, I tell you what, his enthusiasm was just off the charts, and especially though when it came to the musical.
You bet.
That was Avery at his best was at the musical, and so what a great way to honor his memory, and it's also good for our kids, current kids that Avery's still having an effect on them.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.
Coming up. The best of luck tonight.
Yeah, good. Have fun up here.
Okay, we will. That's Atlantic Activities Director, Mr. Andy Mitchell, Assistant Principal, joining us as he does every Friday night before our football games. Joining us here, and we're going to have the senior spotlight sprinkled in with some juniors tonight, and that's brought to you by Meyer and Gross Realty. We'll have that coming up next.
Work seems a lot less like work when you First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Are you great with paperwork and have a grasp of real estate code and law? Does your schedule allow you to show a home at almost any time? Do you have a list of clients who are looking for a home? How about first-hand knowledge of properties in the market? No? Well, you're in luck because a realtor does. This is Melissa Enan with Meyer & Gross Real Estate, and having a realtor takes care of all those things and much more. It's what we do, it's who we are. Give us a call. We're here to help. Meyer & Gross Real Estate. Strength of teamwork, the reputation for results.
Welcome back to the Meyer & Gross Senior Spotlight. We're joined by Cohen Bruce. Cohen, what a game you had last week, and on the defensive end in particular. Then I saw you downfield blocking a guy way downfield, buddy. I mean, it was fun to watch. Talk about that victory. What was kind of the key success here?
Definitely the key success was shutting them out. It's our first shutout in what it sounded like quite a while from off, but I'm happy to have been a part of that shutout, because that's our goal every week, is we don't want to let any points they can't score, they can't win.
Here you are, 2 games to go, certainly in the playoff hunt. What's the atmosphere like as you started practice last week?
Making sure it's high energy. We're going hard every play. We're not off, so just high energy all the time.
What can you say about Harlan?
But I think our defense is doing pretty good getting ready for them.
Very good. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Zayden Parker joining us, sophomore quarterback, and man, you were just keep on coming there, man. And last week had an excellent ball game. And talk about the victory last week.
I think we played pretty well. We had one of our best games. I think Gavin had a great game running the ball. There was times where he'd get hit behind the line of scrimmage and still get 9 yards.
Well, you made a good point. The game was working.
Yes.
Dante went over 100 yards. I mean, you had 2 guys. I think had over 200 yards rushing. So, how does that help the passing game?
Well, the better the run game works, the more we can open our passing, especially that play action. It works great when that run game is working well.
Just a sophomore. I mean, how much have you've grown a lot? And put that in your words. What have you learned? And how much you improved here?
I've just learned to try and stay calm in the pocket. I know, especially at the beginning of the season, that was something I really struggled with, is just staying calm. And I think especially as the season goes on, not only have I gotten more talented, but I've also learned to just stay cool and calm even when things go bad. And that's one of the biggest things I think that I'm still working on and I need to keep getting better at.
Yeah, just a sophomore. Talk about Harlan. What are you going to face defensively?
So they do have a pretty good team. I think there's certain things in the secondary that we can take advantage of. I know they have a few injuries that they're suffering, but I think offensively, if we can get the run game working, we can open up the pass and play pretty well against them as well.
What can you say about your offensive line? They've been terrific here as of late.
Yes, they've been playing really well lately. Donnie had to step up and play guard this week because Becker, he hasn't been the healthiest lately, so Donnie stepped up this week and he played great. We'd run wedge, and every time just run it behind Donnie because he's going to get you a few yards.
Yeah, very good, Zayden. Hey, great to watch you, and best of luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
And Jared Hanson joining us. I'll tell you what, Jared, you had a great game again. Last Friday night, you're flying all over the field, catching passes, making tackles. What was that game like for you?
It was just a fun game, just a good chance to go out there and win, compete hard, get some tackles, have fun with the team, just good time to get out there, show what we can do, get ready for next week.
Talk about, we're going to see you this week. I mean, you can play about anywhere, but you've been receiver, defensive back, linebacker. What about this Friday night?
Probably going to see me starting outside linebacker and then going in for some pass plays and spread at wideout on offense too.
Talk about Harlan on the offensive end, first of all, at linebacker. What do you got to look out for?
Just got to look out for them running that outside counter and stuff, just making sure I'm staying in the right spot, staying home, breaking down, making the tackles. And then on offense, just figuring out what coverage they're in, running some rub routes well, and just getting open over the middle of the field.
And you're good at that, getting open over the middle of the field. Do you ever adjust your routes, or talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, Coach Brown will call the routes. Then, you'll be out there running them, and it just doesn't seem too right. So, you add your own step in there, add a move or something. And I use my speed as my advantage, just get open when I can.
Jarrett, of course, you guys are in the hunt. I mean, 2-1 in district play. You went out. You're in good shape, but one game at a time. Obviously, being in this position, I mean, how much does that motivate the group?
Oh, it motivates us a lot. Tom, missing out last year by just a little bit. We're really hungry to get to the playoffs this year. Get there. We got 2 games left, and we're going out trying to win and playing as hard as we can.
Good. Well, you play as hard as you can, Jarrett. We enjoy watching you. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you, Tom.
That'll do it for our senior spotlight and our juniors joining us as well. We will be back with the Coaches Show. We'll hear from Atlantic head coach Joe Brummer, the Atlantic Locker Coaches Show coming up.
Are you great with paperwork? And have a grasp of real estate code and law? Does your schedule allow you to show a home at almost any time? Do you have a list of clients who are looking for a home? How about first-hand knowledge of properties in the market? No? Well, you're in luck because a realtor does. This is Melissa Enan with Meyer & Gross Real Estate, and having a realtor takes care of all those things and much more. It's what we do, it's who we are. Give us a call. We're here to help. Meyer & Gross Real Estate. Strength of teamwork, the reputation for results.
Outfitters Plus in Atlantic is making it easier for teams, coaches, groups, and you to host your group's orders online with their online store. Custom printed shirts, sweatshirts, all of your team apparel. Outfitters will design the graphics, post them on the web, give you the link to share with your team or group, and they can order themselves, all online. No more order forms to lose, sizes to keep track of, or money to hold on to. Let Outfitters Plus set up an online store for your team or group today. Give them a call at 243-4379. That's 243-4379. Outfitters Plus in Atlantic.
Whether you are tailgating or hosting a football watch party, the most important thing is the food. Atlantic Locker has everything you need to score big at your next get-together. All beef hot dogs, skinless brats, burgers, pork burgers, and pepper rounds. For a little extra indulgence, brisket, pork butts, steaks, and baby back ribs. Or for something a little easier and just as delicious, deli meats and cheeses. If you're going to go big at your next tailgate or football party, get to Atlantic Locker, just off of 2nd Street in Atlantic.
With Atlantic head coach Joe Brummer. And Coach, first of all, we got to go back to last week, and team played really well. Got some momentum going into the game tonight against a team up north.
Yeah, no, we had a good game. There's some things that we could have improved on and done better with. Getting shut out on the one, being like 3rd and 1, 4th and 1's a little disappointing. We had a turnover deep inside our own territory, but the positives were the defense definitely rallied and definitely picked us up on that they did a really good job of making sure that we kept the score 0 for them. So like you said, we had some positives, but some things we can always improve on going into the team up north.
Well, you've got 2 weeks left here. You're definitely in the playoff picture, 2-1 in district play. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that when we're in the hunt.
3-0 would be nice. Yeah. But no, it's a good spot to be in. The pressure's still on because you got to be perfect. You got to win the next 2 games. It's a 1-game season. You can't look ahead. Can't do anything. You can't worry about next week. That got to win this week to even give yourself a chance.
What are you working on this week, Coach, in particular?
The fundamentals. We're trying to run the ball. We're making sure ball security is priority. We're making sure we got some stuff installed there. Hopefully that works for us to get some passes off quicker, help the offensive line out pass pro-wise. And definitely put an emphasis on, special teams, field position, and making sure that Harlan doesn't beat us in that because that's stuff that they do really well.
Talk about facing the Cyclones and what are you looking at here?
A really good team. Yeah. They're fundamentally really sound. Their defensive coordinator does a really good job of, bringing pressure when they think they need to. They're very gap sound. They're very fundamental. They know and understand their jobs, that they're very good on the defensive end, and their offensive coordinator has done a really good job of, starting young. They know all the plays. They know what they're doing. They know the checks. So it's definitely, a very well-rounded, good team that is a little bit young at the current moment, but they're really getting better each week, and, you can't take anybody lightly.
Talk about the offense, first of all. I know we've talked to coaches previous, said, yeah, Coach Brummer's from Harlan, and they run a similar type of offense. So we seen that from Harlan here as well. We've seen I formation backfield still.
Yes. Yeah, no, Coach Cohurst, they have some different wrinkles. They have some different stuff that, they're fortunate enough that, they have some really successful alumni there. Talking to, Coach Osborne from Benedictine, down at Northwest, they got some good connections that they take some stuff, I'm assuming, from them. It's obviously it always evolves, it always adapts, it's never the same, but the roots, the fundamentals are all still there.
So talk about some individuals you're going to have to really keep an eye on here, Coach.
Franz Rice is a great athlete. His brother Joseph Rice is a really good athlete as well. They got some big horses there. Hayden Soma is a great kid up front, D-line, O-line wise. That those three guys are really, really good athletes. When it comes to Sears on the edge, he can fly. Eggers can just absolutely motor that. You don't get 4x1, 4x2, open 1, open 2 on accident. They got speed all over the place. It's just really, you can't key on a guy because then take away 1, they'll do the next. Take away 2, they go to 3. Like, they just have their options. They have their chain that they go through, and it's definitely something that we got to make sure what we want to take away and what we want to do is executed, try to keep them on their heels.
Offensively last week, and I think this offensive line is really coming around, Coach. And talk about the progress of your O-line.
We're getting better. We're still young. We still got, 4 guys that'll be returning for us next year. At times, when Colton Becker goes in there, it helps out too. But no, it's definitely, we're getting better. We're learning. Can't really teach the size that, Perry had last week, that Harlan also has, but, leverage, getting after it, knowing what to do, knowing your responsibility is something that we can teach. And I think the kids are doing a really good job of executing it.
Coach, what's it going to come down to?
Turnovers, special team, and then who can run the ball more consistently.
Good. Coach Brummer, always appreciate it. Best of luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll be back with a visit with Harlan head coach Todd Blatt. That's coming up next. Welcome back to the Atlantic Locker Coaches Show. We are joined by Harlan Committee head coach Todd Blatt. The Cyclones and the Trojans warming up, getting ready for this week. Number 8, Class 3A district football game, District 6 football game. And, Coach, I know last week, tough loss to Nevada, and the injury bug has kind of hit the Harlan Community Football Camp here as of late, but you guys just keep on battling and next man in, so to speak, huh?
Yeah, there's life has adversity, and our kids are pretty resilient, and we test them out all the time, and this is going to be just another test for them. How's your mental status? So we're going to get some guys out there, and they're going to get some playing time, and the expectation is that they do their job, and that's what it is all the time. It's the next play and doing your job and doing it for the guy next to you. So it doesn't matter who's on the field. It's, that's the expectation.
Well, the Harlan Athletics football team in particular has never backed away from adversity, and you do have some here with the issues at hand, and of course the last 2 games of the season. You find yourself battling for a spot in the playoffs, right? So there's still a lot of motivation for a lot of these young players that are getting a chance to play, and with the goal of getting your guys back at the end of the season.
You can look at that way, and you can go down a rabbit hole trying to figure out the RPI and who needs to lose. That could take up your whole week with that rabbit hole. So, we just focus on what we can do and play to play. The only thing you can control is the next play anyway. And that's what we're going to look at. And that's what we're going to do Friday night is try to control what we can control on the field. You can't control the weather. You can't control some of those unfortunate injury situations. So we're going to control what we can control and go out and play some football.
Well, talk about facing Atlantic here tonight, Coach.
Yeah, they do a lot of things real well. They got some nasty critters on the inside, and then obviously they got a really good back in the Hedringen kid. And then Rasmussen's a real threat out there. So we got to mind our P's and Q's on defense, and hopefully we can have a good scheme put together for that. Offensively, we kind of go back to our roots and see what we can get started out there, and what Atlantic's going to try to give us, you always have to give something. And maybe we can take advantage of that as we go down into our drives.
Well, the wind factor in the running game will be a big factor in the game, and your team is rushed for just shy of 1,000 yards, and led by Noah Schmitz here running the football, averaging 6.2 yards a carry. Running game has been pretty solid.
Yeah, we got guys that are going in there and they're stepping into some different roles and doing some different things. So, I think we got a lot of things corrected from last week where we had some assignment issues. And, we want to play alignment, assignment, technique football. And that's something we maybe not that we couldn't have done last week, but we had some guys in some different positions and bumped around, and we're trying to get them a little bit more comfortability so that they can play fast and with confidence out there.
Well, Lagerfeld has completed 56% of his passes. He's thrown for over 1,400 yards. Talk about his development throughout the season.
Yeah, he's a first-year starter. He's battling every day. He's getting a little bit better. He's seeing things a little bit more fluid, and he's got some good wheels on him too. That's one thing, he can run the football. So we'll see what happens Friday, and he's going to continue to get better. And I know the little suspect, if you will, but it's Iowa. You never know; it could be sunny and shiny, on Friday night. So you got to take and prepare for just about anything, whether it's snow, wind, rain, or shine.
Harlan head coach Todd Blatt joining us here on the Atlantic Locker pregame show. We'll be back with Perry Feast's Keys of the Game. It's brought to you by iAssociates with offices in Atlantic and Carroll, and always far above your expectations.
Whether you are tailgating or hosting a football watch party, the most important thing is the food. Atlantic Locker has everything you need to score big at your next get-together. All beef hot dogs, skinless brats, burgers, pork burgers, and pepper rounds. For a little extra indulgence, brisket, pork butts, steaks, and baby back ribs. Or for something a little easier and just as delicious, deli meats and cheeses. If you're going to go big at your next tailgate or football party, get to Atlantic Locker, just off of 2nd Street in Atlantic.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
It's said that the eyes are the windows to your soul, but do you know that your eyes are a window into your health? Hi, this is Dr. Jeff Gergens from My Associates. It's true, during a dilated eye exam, I'll be looking at your eyes for more than just their performance on the eye chart. I recommend that adults see their eye provider at least every 2 years. Need an appointment? Call Eye Associates at 243-7540. You'll clearly see the difference in how we care for our patients.
And welcome back to Merrifield. Tom Robinson and Perry Feast. Kevin Ferguson with us as well. Cody Weaver behind the lens. Live video stream tonight here at WesternIowaToday.com. KS957 as we get into the Eye Associates keys of the game with Mr. Perry Feast here tonight. Eye Associates with offices in Atlantic and Audubon, and always far above your expectations. Perry, take it away.
All right, so here we go. I'm going to say mistake-free football. There's no such thing as mistake-free football. We all know that. But you can limit the mistakes. So I was listening a little bit, and like they were talking, like Coach Brummer was talking, security, ball security. Watch, just control the ball. No interceptions, try no interceptions, hold on to the ball, no fumbles. You just got to kind of just try and make it to where you're going to make mistakes, but don't try and have so many. Harlan don't need help, all right? They just don't. My second one is play within yourself. And I'll let Kevin elaborate on that one. And, yes, I used the right word, elaborate.
Very good, yeah.
All right.
Increase your vocabulary this week, Perry.
I know.
So apparently Perry and I are collaborating on a key.
There you go.
Okay. So let's elaborate on that play within yourself, know what your assignment is, and fulfill your assignment. And that's basically what we mean by that is you can only do what you can do, and if you get yourself sucked up with emotion and in the wrong position, more mistakes happen.
Yep, I'm totally true. Thanks, buddy. And, of course, my last one is attitude. You got to have it, man. Spit blood and snort snot. You just got to get physical, mean, have an attitude, man. I mean, seriously. This ain't patty cake out here. This is, you get an attitude. Get something going on.
All right, Perry, thanks for that colorful presentation, along with Kevin Ferguson as Atlantic Trojans warming up. But they're all white uniforms tonight with their black helmets. And Harlan, they're all red uniforms. The Harlan Cyclone Marching Band now going to take the field. And we've had a wind switch here tonight. We had a southwest breeze, and now it all went to the northwest. And it's going to be a factor somewhat of the passing game when these teams are moving south to north as we look at this football field. And the captains are going to meet right now, and then we'll have the mock flip coming up just prior to the opening kickoff here tonight against the Cyclones and the Trojans. Both these teams certainly in the playoff fight. Atlantic 3-4 coming in, but they're 2-1 in district play with wins over Knoxville and Perry last week, and they fell short to Creston. Harlan lost to Creston and Nevada last week by the score of 39-20. Well, we'll be back with the starting lineups are brought to you by the First Whitney Bank, a local bank, local employees, and local decisions. Since the beginning, the only bank you'll ever need, First Whitney Bank. We're back right after this.
It's said that the eyes are the windows to your soul, but do you know that your eyes are a window into your health? Hi, this is Dr. Jeff Gergens, my associates. It's true. During a dilated eye exam, I'll be looking at your eyes for more than just their performance on the eye chart. I recommend that adults see their eye provider at least every 2 years. Need an appointment? Call Eye Associates at 243-7540. You'll clearly see the difference in how we care for our patients.
First Whitney Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Whitney Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
John here from Atlantic IV. I just wanted to thank Atlantic and the surrounding communities for allowing us to serve your meat, grocery, floral, and pharmacy needs. You can be sure that we are working hard looking for deals to save you money on your groceries and at the pump. Thanks again from all of us here at your Atlantic IV for allowing us to serve your meat, grocery, floral, and pharmacy needs, and we'll see you soon.
Welcome back to Merrill Field here in Harlan. And Tom Robinson alongside Perry Fief, Kevin Ferguson, and Cody Weaver. On the camera here tonight is the Harlan Community Marching Band getting set to take the field here this evening on this chilly Friday night with the mist out of the northwest right now here in Harlan. Let's take a look at the Atlantic defense first of all. At linebacker will be Tyson O'Brien, a 5'11", 195-pound junior. Also at linebacker, Colton Becker, a 6', 215-pound senior. Jared Hansen, 5'8", 170 junior. At the corners, Colton Rasmussen, 6'3", 195 and a senior. And Shelton Malya, 6'3", 180 sophomore. The safeties, Kennick Jewell, a 5'9", 150 junior. And Nolan Waters, a 5'9", 170-pound senior. On the defensive line, Reed Woodward at 6'3", 255 and a junior. And Reed Plasik, a 6'5", 300-pound junior. The defensive ends, Evan Sorensen's 5'11", 245 and a junior. And Cohen Bruce at 6', 205-pound senior. That's the defense for the Trojans. When you look at the offensive line for Harlan Community, Hayden Soma will be that left tackle, 6', 225-pound junior. Owen Neve, a 6'2", 235-pound sophomore. And Ben Lina will be the center at 6'3", 215 and a junior. Right guard, Stephen Foss, 6'2", 210-pound senior. And the right tackle, Jacob Browse, 6'2", 235-pound junior. For Atlantic offensively, Zayden Parker's the quarterback at 5'11", 205-pound sophomore. The running backs, Dante Hetherington, he'll be the tailback, 5'11", 205 senior. And Gavin McLaren at 6'2", 225 and a sophomore. The receivers, Colton Rasmussen, 6'3", 195-pound senior. And Brock Goodrich, the right end at 6'1", 190 sophomore. The tight end, Xavier Darrow, 6'1", 215 junior. And the center is Trevin Hansen, 5'10", 205 junior. The guards, Donovan Hedrington's 5'9", 185-pound sophomore, and Caden Crawl, a 6 foot, 175-pound junior. And the tackles, Cohen Bruce, 6 foot, 205-pound senior, and Reed Woodward at a tackle, 6'3", 255 pounds, and a junior. We take a look at Harlan on the offensive end. For the Cyclones, the quarterback is Will Arkfeld at 6'3", 190 pounds. He's a senior. The running back is Noah Schmitz at 5'10", 185-pound senior. And the fullback is Brody Bendorf at 5'10", a 170-pound freshman. The tight end is Joseph Rice at 6'4", 220 pounds. He is a junior. The flankers, Spencer Fink, a 5'7", 123-pound junior. And the split end, Braden Eggers, a 5'10", 145-pound senior. The left tackle on that offense for the Cyclones, Owen Neve. At 6'2", 235 sophomore. Ben Line in the center at 6'3", 215-pound junior. And Stephen Vaught, 6'2", 210-pound senior. And the right tackle, Jacob Browse, at 6'2", 235-pound junior. Now defensively for the Cyclones, Brett Hazy, defensive end at 6'2", 220-pound junior. John Scheckinger, a defensive end, 6'1", 180-pound junior. The D tackle, Alex Heitoff at 6'1", 230-pound junior. And the nose tackle, Hayden Soma at 6 foot, 225-pound junior. Your linebackers, Bryce Van Balla, Matthew Sorfenden, and Joseph Rice. Van Balla, 6'2", 190, and a junior. Matthew Sorfenden, 6 foot, 210-pound senior. Joseph Rice, 6'4", 220-pound junior. The corners, Jason Erlmeyer at 5'10", 170 and a senior. Landon Coppin, 5'10", 140 junior. And the safeties, Quinn Kesters, 5'11", 170 senior. And Landon Nissen at 5'10", 165-pound freshman. Once again, we do have a breeze out of the northwest. Let's go to Kevin Ferguson. Kevin, and give us a field report here.
Well, I tell you what, Atlantic in the all-white uniforms are going to be really glad that says their moms or whoever's going to do that laundry tonight, because if it wasn't, Perry, I mean, they would be black by the end. But, right now the wind, you look at the flag on the north at half-mast, and really it's not moving that much. So, by golly, we might be able to get this off, get out of here, and stay a little dry. However, I already got my rain gear on.
Yes, you do. You betcha. And the field is a little damp right now because of the mist that we've had here in the last 40 minutes or so as the Harlan Community Marching Band now heads to the near side of the field, the Harlan side, the home side here tonight to welcome the hometown fans here this evening. Harlan comes in with a 4-3 record. Their losses this season, Lewis Central in the opener fell short to Creston 25-22. And then last week suffered a loss to Nevada by the score of 39-20. Big game tonight, Perry Fief, and that's Creston and Nevada for the league lead.
I know it. I'm hoping someone kind of keeps us up to date or shoots us a text or something so we can see how that game's going. Because that's a biggie. That's basically the district winner, wouldn't it be?
Well, Atlantic still has Nevada next week.
Yeah, we still have Nevada, but I'm just saying those two are on top right now.
Potentially could be for the district championship. Right. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Right.
We're here at Merrill Field in Harlan. Again, the Cyclones, the home team tonight in this beautiful facility, and a nice crowd gathering for Harlan here this evening, although I think the weather will keep some of those folks away. And for Atlantic, they have about half the stands filled here this evening. We're here last night when the 7th grade team played the Cyclones. 7th graders come out ahead 30-0. They playing well this year.
Yeah. I got a text from one of the players, and I mean, that's great. That's 7th grade team. That's going to be a team to watch. They're good.
They like to play football, and it was a physical game. And Atlantic 7th graders go to 3-1, went to 4-1 in the season with that win last night over Harlan Community. So the Harlan Marching Band performing here, and again in the district tonight, it's Nevada and Creston. Harlan facing Atlantic tonight, hosting the Trojans, and Knoxville and Perry also matching up tonight in Class 3A District 6. the Class 3A teams still have another week of regular season, and the 8-player teams in Class A, this is it. This season finale. They'll start playoffs next week.
That's pretty wild. We still got one more regular season, but 8-man's already starting off in the playoffs.
Yeah,
this season is flying.
It's flown by. And Class A also will be playing in the playoffs in a week as well. Kevin Ferguson, anything else you want to add before we get rolling here tonight?
No, I'm just ready for some football, guys. This is going to be a good night.
Yes, it is.
I think it's going to be important. One key, too, for Atlantic, Perry, is they need to get off to a good start. And believe they can be in this thing against the mighty Cyclones here tonight.
And I'm hoping they're coming. They still got that momentum from that win last week. Yes, it was against Perry, but they played well. I mean, yeah, they kind of had some problems getting the punched in. Could have been a lot higher.
Well,
but they moved great 20s to 20. I mean, they played really good football. Of course, our defense, they've kept us in the games quite a bit this year.
I don't think that was a Perry of old. That was a much improved Perry team.
Most definitely, and they had size.
They had size up front, and the Trojan defense was able to pitch a shutout last week against the Perry Blue Jays. So speaking of score, our score is brought to you by the Seed Pros. They're by your side to maximize yields from the word go. Contact John Becker, Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkle, and Nick Knudsen for all your Pioneer seed needs. So they'll bring us our scoreboard here tonight. We'll have the National Anthem also coming up. That is brought to you by Stein Seed. Stein has yield. Contact Darren Petty, your local Stein representative.
First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
So you're having trouble hearing. Well, let me ask you, when was your last hearing test? Maybe back in grade school? Hearing loss is usually gradual. Maybe you miss a word or two in conversation, or maybe you struggle when talking on the phone. Sometimes you miss out while with your favorite people. You can get ahead of hearing loss. And if you're 50 or over, even if you're not having issues, it's a good time to have an evaluation. Get a baseline of where your hearing stands. Call today to hear more. ASI, with offices in Atlantic, Audubon, and Carroll.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
Welcome back to Merrill Field. Tom Robinson, Kevin Ferguson, and Perry Fief joining us with Cody Weaver behind the lens here. You can watch it here on our live video stream on westerniowatoday.com. Still have about 7.5 minutes until we get this opening kickoff tonight, and we're going to keep it right here. We're going to have that national anthem coming up, Perry. Go ahead.
All right, I just want to point something out. I got to get this off my chest. It's nothing major, but okay. I heard Atlantic coach talk about him, and of course the Harlan coach talked about him, but we're going to talk about number 53, that Soma kid.
Yes.
Okay, and he's just a junior. He's a really good athlete. His mother is Susan Bishop.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Or
and
Susan Bishop Soma.
I'm not too sure.
They're working concession stand.
I think I see Susan right down there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's Susan right there. So, but yep, that's Susan's son.
All right, and of course Susan, a graduate from Atlantic High School, and Mike and John, the big brothers there with
Tater Tots 1 and 2.
In fact, I just saw John today at Capel's Ace Hardware, and Harlan Community Marching Band performing right in front of us here tonight. We do have, as Fergie talked about, we had some wind pickup, and we still have a little bit of a breeze. It's really a light mist here at the field, and we're going to have our national anthem here in a moment. We'll keep it here, and then we'll have our flip of the coin, and we're going to get started here at Merrill Field here tonight. Hey, high school volleyball coming up this Tuesday night. Atlantic will be at Des Moines Christian to take on the Lions in the first round of the regionals, and we'll have the broadcast on 95.7 FM. Shelby McCready will join me for that. Radio only when we go to postseason, so there'll be no video, but we'll have the radio. 95.7 FM broadcasting from Des Moines Christian High School, the Lions and the Trojans, that first round of regional volleyball action. And coming up on a Wednesday with the state qualifying cross-country meet and winter set. And we'll have results and interviews from that as well coming up on Wednesday night in sports on Thursday morning. Atlantic and winter set for that state qualifying meet. We're going to keep it right here for our national anthem here on 95.7 FM and live video streamed on westerniowatoday.com. Nice job by the Harlan Community Marching Band as we're getting close to the opening kickoff here at Merrill Field tonight here on 95.7 FM. Live video streamed on westerniowatoday.com. Perry, we look at the offensive lineman and versus the Cyclone defensive lineman. Atlantic's offensive line, they go 215, 205, 185, 175, 205, and 255. Harlan's defensive line, they've got the 2D ends, 220, 180, D tackles, 225, 190. So really, or 230, 225. So not really a lot of difference.
No, they just, I guess to me, Harlan looks big, but maybe red makes you look big. I don't know. But Atlantic looks pretty good in that white uniform. They look big in that white uniform. They all white with the black helmet. That's pretty cool.
And they fill those pads out
yes, they do.
Nicely as well. So Atlantic's defensive line, when they line up against the Cyclones offense, Atlantic has Reed Woodward at 255, Reed Flasick at 300, Evan Sorensen at 245, and Cohen Bruce at 205. Pretty good size up front. Going against that Harlan offensive line that goes 225, 235, 215, 210, and 235 pounds. We're getting set for the captains as they'll head to the middle of the field here, and they'll have the mock flip of the coin. They've already flipped the coin, and now they'll have the mock flip coming up. Atlantic captain Xavier Darrow. As you look on your video screen, Darrow left to right. Darrow wearing number 6, also Dante Hetherington and number 23, and Colton Becker 51, and Colton Rasmussen 27 across the way. And Harlan has a couple of the injured players that are going to go out as well as they were out earlier. We'll see if they take the field with the captains here tonight as they'll head towards the middle of the field. We're getting close to our ASI opening kickoff. In fact, let's take a break. We'll be back with the ASI opening kickoff right after this. Don't miss the sound of the opening kickoff. ASI with offices in Carroll and Atlantic. See audiologist Doug Leonard of ASI.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
When it comes to getting you the best coverage for the best price, we work with 15 different insurance carriers. Why so many? Because one size does not fit all, nor does one carrier fit every need. As your agent, we will work to find you the best coverage for the best price, and inform you of other options available as well. For home, auto, farm, crop, business, life, or health, we want to be your agent. From coverage through claims, choose Armor Insurance in Atlantic, Griswold, Council Bluffs. Give us a call at 712-243-1951. We're here to protect you.
So you're having trouble hearing. Well, let me ask you, when was your last hearing test? Maybe back in grade school? You know, hearing loss is usually gradual. Maybe you miss a word or two in conversation, or maybe you struggle when talking on the phone. Sometimes you miss out while with your favorite people. You can get ahead of hearing loss. And if you're 50 or over, even if you're not having issues, it's a good time to have an evaluation. Get a baseline of where your hearing stands. Call today to hear more. ASI, with offices in Atlantic, Audubon, and Carroll.
Welcome back to Merrill Field, and Harlan won the toss. They defer to the second half. Atlantic will receive the football, and they'll be moving against the wind here early on. Just a light mist out of the northwest here at Merrill Field, and Harlan. The field has just kind of a glistening effect to it, Perry Fee.
It looks slickery, but I don't know if it's slick.
Well, it could be, and we'll see as Atlantic will receive the football to start the contest, and a deep backs for Atlantic. On the near side will be Nolan Waters, and Kennick Jewell will be on the far side. They're going to line up at about their 9-yard line. We'll see if they hold right here. We're getting set to go. Welcome to the broadcast on 95.7 FM and our live video stream on WesternIowaToday.com. The Cyclones heading out to getting set to kick it away here. They'll go left to right. They'll have the kick with the wind. Elmer Argueta, the senior, 5'9", 158-pounder. Argueta will kick it away for Harlan Community here to start this football game. Atlantic again with Waters and Jewell deep back for the Trojans. So we'll see what Atlantic can do on offense to get things started here tonight. Argueta has the ball teed up on the near hash mark. Here's the kick. We're underway. A line drive. It's Waters at the 4-yard line. 5-10. 15 right up the middle. Now cuts right side 20. And he's collared down at about the 23-yard line. A return of 17 yards. First down and 10 Atlantic.
Not a bad return. I mean, he did a good job. There's some guys making some good blocks. But again, I think one of the coaches said special teams is one of the keys too tonight.
Matthew Sorfin of Harlan got down on the special teams to make the tackle for the Cyclones. Atlantic will come up. Their opening drive here just underway. That play took 6 seconds. As Perry educated us here years ago,
yep.
Every play takes about 6 seconds. Out of the gun, Zayden Parker, the quarterback. And now Hanson is a latecomer, and he's going to try to find out where he's supposed to go. Twins right. Snap, give, Hetherington right up the right side across the 25, and he pulls forward to about the 27-yard line, a gain of 4. Second down and 6 for the Trojans, Perry.
That's good. I mean, 4 yards right off the get-go, that's not bad at all.
Matthew Sorfenden with his second consecutive tackle, linebacker for Harlan Community. And a gain of 5 on the play. Second down and 5 for the Trojans, the ball the Atlantic 28.
Well, and I mean, that gives you confidence right away. So these linemen are like, okay, we can push these guys. So that should help them.
Well, they got to get that running game going to set up that play action pass. Fullback McLaren. Bulls forward, push the pile across the 30. And they're going to mark the football at about the 32-yard line. A gain of 4 more, third down and 1.
So, again, I think when you, as an offensive lineman, you know you can move that D-line, that's just going to give you more confidence. And so they can keep pounding that ball and get a first down right here. That's going to keep building these.
Third down and a yard for the Trojans. Brock Goodrich wide left, Rasmussen wide right, eye backfield behind Parker under center. Cyclones may have jumped, and they did. Atlantic's going to get a free 5 here, Perry Fee.
Yep. Yes. That's good. That's very good. You take first downs any way you can get it right now.
So 5 yards marked off. Atlantic of Brown. Shoe fit first down across the 35. The nose of the football. Just shy of the Trojan 30-70-yard line. A first down and 10. Here they come. They'll send Rasmussen wide left. High formation backfield behind Parker, the quarterback, double tight end set with a wing to the right side. Here's the snap. Here's the give. Hedrington has some room, and he's met. Still going, and he's finally brought down. His forward progress will be for a gain of 2. Second down and 8 to the 39-yard line. So Kester's made the stop for Harlan Community. It's going to be second down and 8. The ball at the Trojan 39. Nolan Waters had a 17-yard return to set up the drive. 10:06 to play, first quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. We're just underway. Atlantic with 1 first down. Parker turns, gives to Hedrington, and he puts his head down and drives forward across the 40. Gets to about the 42-yard line. Third down for the Trojans. The ball at the Trojan 42. 3rd and 5 for Atlantic. 9:45 to go first quarter. Big play coming up for Atlantic. Parker went to the sideline, and Coach Joe Brummer gives him the play. Parker back into the huddle. Here they come on a 3rd down and 5. 9.5 to go first quarter. Rasmussen wide left, twin receivers right. Parker work out of the shotgun right now with Hedrington to his right. McLaren wing left. Here's the snap to Parker. Stops to throw, fires over the middle. It is incomplete. Good defense by Joseph Rice, and Kester's was also there. The intended target was Brock Goodrich, and Atlantic will have to punt the football.
But Atlantic did good. They got a first down. I mean, they are kind of moving the ball, which is good. So, a lot of times, for how many years, it's just Harlan just stuffs you. So this is good.
We'll see what the Trojan defense can do now in special teams as Rasmussen averaging 35 yards a punt, kicks it away, and that's a line drive. And that is going to land at the 30-yard line and roll out of bounds. Landed caught, and the return man will let it go. And now the Cyclones will set up. Will Arkfeld is the quarterback for Harlan Community. And in the backfield with Arkfeld, Noah Schmitz and Brody Bendorf. Schmitz is the tailback. Bendorf, only a freshman at fullback.
You say this quarterback's pretty good, though. He's got a lot of yards passing.
Yeah, Will's had over 1,000 yards passing. This is his first year at the QB spot. He'll bring him up with the I backfield behind him. Twin receivers right with Rice wide right. Arkfeld under center, first down and 10 for his own 23. Here's Schmitz right up the gut, has room and gets across the 25 to about the 20-70-yard line. A gain of 4, second down and 6.
I think it's going to be who can wear who out first on this run game. That's what it looks like to me.
Second down and 7. They're going to mark his knee down at the 26-yard line of the Cyclones. 8:45 to go in the first quarter. 3 receivers right. They'll send the speedster Eggers wide left. In the shotgun now is Will Arkfeld with Schmitz to his left. And the snap back to Arkfeld. Play action. He's going to keep the football and gets cut down at the 30-yard line. He picked up 4. And that'll bring up a third down, about 3 yards to go for Harlan Community.
He's not afraid to run. He went right up the gut. He put his head down and went.
Colton Becker, the linebacker, made the solo stop for Atlantic. And checking in for Harlan Community will be Brody Bendorf, the freshman fullback. Arkfeld joins the huddle for Coach Todd Blatt and company on a 3rd down and 3. 8:05 to play first quarter, no score here at Merrill Field. Nelson Eggers, the speed demon, to the right side. Double tight. Under center, Arkfeld on a 3rd down and 3. Takes the snap. Schmitz behind Bendorf has the first down across the 35 to 36-yard line. A good gain of 6 in the play, getting chunks. And a Brown shoe fit first down for Harlan Community.
That was good blocking, but they had to go outside. You notice that they had to run outside because our middle, it fills up pretty quick.
7:45 to go in the first quarter. Arkfeld will join the huddle. No score here at Merrill Field. Cyclones opening drive. They won the toss, deferred to the second half. Arkfeld will set up under center. 2 receivers come to the near side for Harlan Community. Fink is one of them. Spencer Fink and Rice the other. High backfield, and this is Bendorf, the freshman, and he gets a full head of steam to the 40-yard line, a gain of 4.
Wow.
Second down and 6. Not a big guy as Bendorf, but he's pretty explosive.
I was just saying, he's a fullback. He's fast. He got through that hole quick.
7:12 to go first quarter. Cyclones opening drive. Arkfeld, like Zayden Parker, the quarterback for Atlantic, will come to the sideline, get the play, and go back in. Lots of time on the play clock at 19. Harlan still huddled up. The ball on the far hash mark as we look at it. Harlan moving left to right. Cyclones come up on a 2nd down and 6. 6:48 to go first quarter. No score. They'll send 2 receivers left. I backfield, and this is Schmitz. So he's trying to get the edge, cuts inside, and he picks up some yardage to the 44. And that'll bring up a 3rd down for Harlan Community, a 3rd down and 2. The ball at the 44-yard line of Harlan Community.
Yeah, and I noticed with Harlan's line, because you're watching a sea of red, but a lot of those linemen there, they get down the field pretty quick. They get down there and get some blocks in.
3rd down and 2, 6:14 to go first quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Harlan with 1 first down on this drive. They'll send Eggers wide left. In the slot left is Kaufman. Rice wide right with Fink, and Atlantic jumps off sides.
Yeah.
So the Trojans return the favor.
Yeah.
On a 3rd and 2, Atlantic with the encroachment call and got a little jumpy, and Harlan did the same thing for Atlantic in the opening drive.
At least it wasn't the nose tackle. It was like the T end or something.
Just under 6 to go in this first quarter on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Cyclones have it 1st and 10. They had a 3rd and 2, and they got the free pass on the Atlantic jumping off sides. So they'll get a fresh set of downs here nearing that midfield stripe. Arkfeld under center with the I backfield behind him. He'll hand off to Schmitz. He's in the backfield by Sorensen and spun down. He spun him for a yard, but Sorensen able to penetrate inside and get the tackle.
Yeah, if he got him in the backfield, but the kid, it just kind of spun for a yard. So that's good job.
Sidelines with Kevin Ferguson. Kevin, how did Sorensen get in there so quick?
Well, he just said big old swim move to the inside, and boom, nobody got hold of him, and he wrapped up pretty good, guys.
Rice wide right with Spencer Fink. 2nd and 9, Cyclones. The ball at midfield. A gain of a yard is all. Here's Arkfeld. He'll look to throw. He'll fire with the middle. Caught by Eggers, and he's brought down across the 50 by Malya. He's going to get down to the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, 3rd and 5.
What grade is Malya in?
He's a junior.
He's been playing pretty good.
Malya's gotten better.
He has. He's growing as the season moves on.
Malya made the tackle. Shelton Malya, 6'3", 100-pound, sophomore, Perry.
Okay.
I cheated him a grade there.
Yeah.
Just a sophomore.
Good. We got him for 2 more years.
4:28 in counting to go first quarter. Cyclones 3rd and 5 in the 46 of Atlantic. Out of the gun, Arkfeld. Twins right and left. Snap to Arkfeld. Here comes the pressure. Running for his life to the right side. Across the 45, and he's pushed out of bounds. And around the 42-yard line. A gain of 4. And I don't believe he got the first down. Fergie, what does it look like?
He's short by about a yard and a half.
So 4th down and a yard. The ball at the 42 of Atlantic. And I'm sure Coach Blatt's going to go for it here.
Oh, yeah.
4:11 to play here in this first stanza, and Arkfeld will join the huddle. The ball is on the near hash mark.
Now, D lineman got to watch the ball. Don't go off the count.
They got to pin their ears back. They don't load the box. Arkfeld will duck under center with the I formation backfield behind him. He needs a yard. He's going to get it across the 40. Gets that push to about the 39-yard line, a gain of 3. Another Brown shoe fit first down for the Cyclones at 4:06 to play first quarter.
He got the push from the running back. That's what he got. That running back helped push him across the first down.
First down and 10, a Brown shoe fit first down for Harlan Community at the Trojan 39 as they consume clock. That's their 3rd first down of the drive. Arkfeld will join the huddle. The ball the near hash mark at the Trojan 39. 3:46 in counting to go in the first quarter. No score on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Joseph Rice wide left with Eggers. Here's the snap back to Arkfeld. He'll turn and give. Schmitz up the middle, and he slides off Owen Bruce, and then gets to the 36-yard line. And the tackle made by Nolan Waters and Colton Becker.
Yep.
Becker was there as well. Colton's had a great season for the Trojans at linebacker spot. And they use him at guard as well.
Yeah, I think they figured out that he's more lethal on the defense. Let's save him because he flies the ball. I mean,
he's a hungry linebacker.
Yes, he is.
He's going to play in the middle here with Hanson and a backer as well, and Tyson O'Brien. 2nd and 7, Cyclones at the 36 of Atlantic Arkfeld under center. Play action, wants to throw it. He's got Eggers. He's going to fire a bomb, and it is caught inside the 10 and down to the 70-yard line. A 29-yard pass from Arkfeld to Braden Eggers, the speed demon. He got behind the defense and made the grab in the Armor Insurance red zone. First down and goal. They're going to mark the wall at the 8.
So, and that guy's like a state champ?
Yeah, he's
track?
100 meters, 200, and a couple of those relays for Harlan Community.
Man, good luck keeping up with that dude.
And Eggers just running a corner route, Ferg.
Yeah, he was, Tom, and what a pass. He put it the only place he could and not have it knocked down or intercepted. It was a good pass.
Here's the handoff up the middle, and a good gain in the play for the Cyclones. New running. There's Bendorf, the freshman on the carry, and he gets all the way down inside the 2 to the 1 yard line. Now the Cyclones knocking the door to 2nd down and goal in that Armor Insurance red zone with 2:09 to go here in this first quarter. Armor Insurance red zone to make sure your protection never breaks down. Call Armor Insurance, 712-243-1951. 2nd and 1 for Harlan. Under 2 to go in the first quarter. The ball on 1 yard line, 2nd and goal at the 1. And the turn to give to Bendorf, and the Trojans pile him up at the 1 yard line. No gain. As 3rd down and goal from the 1.
Usually when you see a fullback, it's rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, This bulldoze.
He's not that big, though.
No, he's a dink, and he's got speed. I mean, this dude flies through the hole before the linemen even know he's there.
Going Bruce and company there to make the stop. With 1:29 to go, the ball on 1 yard line, and we got a Trojan down on the play.
77, I think.
So that's a Flasic that is shaken up. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with more. It's a 3rd and 1 for Harlan Community at the Trojan 1 yard line. We're back in 60 seconds on 95.7 FM.
From start to finish, let Aiken Design Center help you with your kitchen or bathroom ideas. For new designs or remodels, Aiken Design Center will work with you or your contractor to make your dream a reality. If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center staff is committed to quality design while meeting your needs. Stop into Aiken today to find out how we can help.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll. Shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Cyclones come up on a 3rd down and 1. Here's a snap, the handoff to Noah Schmitz, and he's in there easily for the touchdown. And Harlan takes a 6-0 lead on the Seed Pro scoreboard, Perry.
That was a huge hole. Fergie and I could have went through that one. They blocked it well.
So Harlan strikes first with 1:18 to go in the first quarter. And they grab a 6-0 lead on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Argueta will attempt the PAT for the Cyclones as they line up heavy to the left and they move back in position. It's kind of a tradition for Harlan Community and their point after touchdowns. Argueta getting set to kick it in. Cyclones up 6-0. That one right down Broadway. And it's a 7-0 lead. Let's go to Kevin Ferguson. Fergie, talk about that drive.
Well, Tom, that was just a methodical, old-fashioned ground and pound drive. But we have 2 passes in this whole game for Harlan so far. So, but the Trojans had some good defense, just came up a little bit short on 3rd down a couple times.
Noah Schmitz with the touchdown to give Harlan a 7-0 lead with 1:18 to go here in the first quarter. We'll keep it right here as Harlan will kick it away to the Trojans Again, Waters and Jewell are deep before Atlantic. And the Trojans had one first down in their opening drive. See if they can get some ball control here. Schmitz scores for Harlan Community.
Well, that one long pass, that was, I mean, like Fergie said, that was right on the money. He put it right where it had to be.
That was what set it up. That was Eggers as Argueta had the ball fall off the tee with this wind blowing here a little bit. We're protected by the wind here out of the northwest, but it is blowing down there on the field. Look at the flag, Fergie, not so much, huh?
No, it's not moving hardly at all, Tom. Just a little wiggle every now and then.
Here's the kick by Argueta. It's going to head towards Waters. He'll pick it up at the 16, across the 20, trips over his own feet at about the 24-yard line. And Atlantic has it a first down and 10, down 7-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Seed Pros by your side to maximize yields from the word go. Contact John Becker, Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knutson for all your Pioneer seed needs. Well, first and 10, Atlantic at their own 24. We'll see what they can do offensively, down 7-0 with 1:14 to go. Here in this first quarter of play, Rasmussen wide right. Brock Goodrich, the sophomore receiver, wide left, eye backfield. Here's Hedrington behind McLaren, and he's bear hugged and dropped at the line of scrimmage. Perry Feeve, not much there.
Not much there at all. And it looks to me like Harlan's kind of moving some guys around. You know, they're bringing in some different guys. I think, I can't tell. I mean,
John Scheckinger made the tackle. The D lineman, 6'1", 190-pound junior, made the stop with 47 seconds to go and counting here in the first quarter. We have that light mist out of the northwest, not really a hindrance at all here in the game. Twin receivers left, Rasmussen right, Zayden Parker out of the gun takes it. Hedrington gives it. He gets across the 25 and scoots across the 30, gets to the 35, 36-yard line, and a first down. A gain of 12 yards on the play.
He had a good hole. He hit it, and then he's got some good vision, and then he just kind of danced, and he held on to the ball with both hands, and great run by him.
First down and 10 at Trojans at the 35-yard line. Hedrington on the carry, a pickup of 10, and they move the sticks. Their second first down of the game. 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. We'll see if Atlanta gets the playoff here. There's really no reason to with 13 seconds of the play clock. Snap to Parker, sets up screen, and it is incomplete, dangerously thrown over the head of Gavin McLaren. And we come to an end of the first quarter with the Harlan leading 7-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. We're back in a minute on 95.7 FM and live video streamed on WesternIowaToday.com.
Get to the Super Bowl for Globe Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights. Perfect for birthdays, reunions, family and friend get-togethers, and date nights. They even have bumpers and ramps for the little ones. Globe Bowling. All the glow-in-the-dark fun you love. Plus, the friendly competition of bowling makes for a great night. Call Dan to schedule your next party at 243-4656. Globe Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights at the Super Bowl. Highway 71 in Atlantic.
Colton, with you more involved with farming, what have you observed?
Farmers don't just work harder, they farm smarter.
We've definitely seen that with the Enlist weed control system.
Oh yeah, application is dictated by the grow stage, not a set date on the calendar, and you can take mix with liberty.
Plus you have a post program that you don't have to worry about drifting into neighboring fields.
Nailed it. To learn more, contact the Seed Pros.
The Seed Pros, with you from the word go.
The Seed Pros, Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knutson, and John Becker.
Welcome back to Merrill Field. Atlantic with the football. Down is 7-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. And they have the ball on a second down and 10 at their own 35. Harlem 7-0. Here's a snap to Parker. Hedrington right up the middle, has some room, and he gets up to the 39 for a pickup of 4, second down and 6.
That's pretty good. You got at least 4 to 5, 4 you said?
You're going to be third down and 5, Perry. 5-yard gain, like you said, Mr. Eagle Eyes.
Well, I get lucky a lot.
Third down and 5 for Atlantic at their own 40-yard line. Cyclones leading 7-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 11:23 left to play in the first half. As we start quarter number 2, Parker out of the shotgun set. Twins left, one right. Here's a snap to Parker. Wants to throw over the middle, and it is incomplete. Brock Goodrich, the 10 target, got caught in traffic.
Yeah.
And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 5 for Atlantic. They'll have to punt it again.
Plus, our quarterback was kind of under a little bit of pressure. He had a little pressure on him. I think he had to get rid of it a little early, is what it looked like.
So back to punt is Colton Rasmussen. And Eggers will be deep for Harlan Community at his own 22-yard line. Yep, back is Sorfenden. He stands back on the 38. Snap, punt, high, and Eggers will return it at the 18. Backs up, goes to 20, cuts outside. The speedster gets across the 30, 35, down the far sideline and brought down at about the 39-yard line. And he's got great speed.
Holy moly.
Good return. First down and 10 for the Cyclones at their own 39-yard line. Let's go down and sidelines and Kevin Ferguson. Fergie, your take on the first quarter.
Well, 7-0. Trojans had some good offensive movement and good defense. Harlan, didn't really blow us out. I mean, on the line of scrimmage on either side, Tom, and that's pretty impressive. So, Trojans still in this, and they got a good chance at just toughen up on the trenches.
You need a stop right here, no doubt, as Arkfield under center with the eye backfield behind him. And Noah Schmitz gets the call and runs through a tackle across the 40 to about the 43. He ran through an ankle tackle and picks up decent yardage, second down for the Cyclones. The ball thrown 43-yard line. Second down and 6 for Harlan Community, gain of 4, Perry.
Yeah, I mean, and thank goodness for that ankle tackle because there was a kind of a wide open space there for a second.
He had a
lot
of green ahead of him if he would have broke through there. Schmitz scoring his 4th touchdown of the season on that 1-yard run to give the Cyclones the lead, 7-0 after Argueta's extra point. Under center is Arkfeld, and Bendorf, the freshman, explodes across the 47 to the 48-yard line. Gain of 5. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and short for Harlan Community. The football at their own 48-yard line.
Again, that the fullback is so quick. So the running back must be really good for him to be playing fullback.
Yeah, Bendorf is 5'10", 170, not a big guy, but he's explosive. 3rd and 1 for Harlan Community. High backfield behind Arkfeld. 9:44 to go, first half, 7-0 Cyclones. Snap back, Arkfeld gives Schmitz into the backfield by Flasik. Welcome back, Flasik. He was injured earlier, and he comes back and it makes the stop.
That was nice.
A loss of about a half a yard. It's going to bring up a 4th down, and the Trojans defense makes the stop, Kevin Ferguson.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. If you notice, they really brought everybody up. I mean, the linebackers were up. Even the safety, single set safety, and he was like 3 or 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, giving everybody, hard to account for if you're an offensive lineman, and worked out really well for the Trojans.
So the Cyclones will have to punt the football on a 4th down and 1. The ball thrown 48-yard line, and the snap is a good one. And the punt is a line drive, and it is going to be let go by Kennick Jewell and Waters, and down
We got a flag.
We got a flag, yes we do.
The flag is down.
Hopefully it's a false start. Hopefully it's a false start, not offside.
Flag is thrown on the play. 8:48 to go, first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Harlan up 7-0 on Noah Schmidt's 1-yard run set up by a big pass play from Arkfeld to Eggers. And we're still waiting. Here we go. Legal procedure. You're right, Perry. They're going to decline that penalty. The ball at the 25. So Atlantic will start their drive on their own 25-yard line at 8:48 to go in this first quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. The large white there. Coach Blatt called the Trojans front linemen some nasty critters.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
I like that.
Yeah, I like his lingo. I need to hang out with that dude.
Here we go. Cyclones and the defensive end Atlantic with a 1st and 10 at their own 25. Parker to throw here on first down. Fires over the middle to Hanson, incomplete. Earl Myers step for step. And that's going to make up a 2nd down and 10. The Trojan passing game is a little lackluster here early on.
Right, and he threw it, but he got hit as he was letting go. He was souffled.
That's going to bring up a 2nd down and a 10 for the Trojans on that incomplete pass. So we'll see what Atlantic dials up here. They'll send two receivers to the right, Rasmussen wide left. Parker in the shotgun takes the snap, and it's a reverse to Gavin McLaren, and he gets a couple. That's about it. Not much there across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. 3rd down and 8 for Atlantic, Perry.
I guarantee you Harlan studied our films a lot. They know all our tricks.
So the Atlantic Trojans now forced with a 3rd and long, and they've had 1 3rd and short here in the first half. And Parker will join the huddle. 3rd down and 7 from the Trojan 28-yard line. Harlan Community leading 7-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 8:11 to play here in this first stanza. First half, I should say. Parker snap, play action, keeps it, in trouble, and he's buried. Parker buried on that 3rd down play. And the Cyclones will turn the Trojans away. Heitoff was there as well as Van Bala. 4th down, Atlantic and 8 in the 28, Perry.
You got to give Harlan's defense, they're disciplined. I mean, they're kind of staying where they need to stay, and good for Harlan's defense.
If I was the Trojans, I would kick away from Eggers.
Yes.
and they didn't listen. They were going to right to him, the speed demon, at the 34. Across the 35, heads near side, gets to the 40, breaks. Oh, he's tackled at about the 41 by Nolan Waters. He got him by the shoestring.
Yes, he did, but he got him. I mean, that's like, how can you say it? It's like you're pulling the fish in, and then all of a sudden it comes off when it gets on land.
I think I want Nolan Waters to find me some night crawlers, you know. He just snuck out there and grabbed it.
First down and 10, Harlan Community at their own 41-yard line. Good field position for the home team here, up 7-0. Will Arkfeld under center, 7:19 to go, first half. High backfield, takes it, gives it. Noah Schmitz hit in the backfield and dropped. And that is Colton Becker with a tackle for loss. Becker shooting in for that linebacker spot to get the stop, a loss of 1. Second down and 11.
I said he's been a great defensive player this year. Good on offensive line too, but man, the way he flies the ball, and he can just find that ball no matter what.
7th tackle for loss for Becker, at least according to the sheet. I'm not sure if that's correct.
He's got
more than that, but that's what the stats show. But I guarantee you the guy has more TFLs than that. 2nd 11 for the Cyclones. This is a keeper by Arkfeld across the 40, and he's double-legged down by Jared Hansen at about the 39-yard line. The Trojan defense coming to life here on this second consecutive drive. They stopped the Cyclones the last time. Arkfield get to the 40-yard line, back the line of scrimmage, but Jared Hansen, who's a wrestler, showed his wares there with that double-leg takedown.
He's already doing practice for wrestling during football. That's what he's doing.
Ball at the 40. Harlan has a 3rd down and 11. 6:11 to play, first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Twin receivers right, Eggers flanked left. Eye backfield behind the quarterback, Will Arkfeld. He'll take it. He's going to roll right. He's got time to throw, and now he's pressured by Sorensen. He throws it away. Sorensen giving chase
and
for the Trojans and Becker. Yep. Who else but Colton Becker?
Becker and Sorensen. That's a good combo. They need to make a sandwich after that.
How would you name the sandwich?
I can't say it on there.
A quarterback smash burger.
There you go. 4th and 11. Atlantic defense turns the Cyclones away for the second consecutive time.
There you go.
We've got a penalty.
Intentionally grinding.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's a late flag, but it is intentionally grounding against Harlan Community.
Wasn't anybody there, and it did not get past the line of scrimmage.
Well, Becker and Sorensen, they were breathing down Arkfeld's neck, and they're going to back that thing up, I believe. 5:55 to go here in this first half of play. Harlan leading 7-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard.
So it'll be 3rd down again? No.
It's going to be.
It's a loss of down. No.
That's a loss of down.
Yeah, they're going to take it back to the 29-yard line. It should be 4th and 16.
Yeah.
One of the few offensive penalties that's a loss of down.
Yeah, here we go.
Thanks, Fergie. So Waters and Jewell are deep back at their own 41. The ball at the 23. Here's the snap, and the punt is away. It's going to hit at the 42. Takes a Harlan bounce inside the 40.
He touched it way back there.
Yeah, and the official has it. First touching
Yep.
at the 35-yard line. And Atlantic will take over the first down and 10. Well, they've got to get something going on offense because the defense has come to play.
Right, that's what I mean. It's just like now, the offense, give that defense a little break. Get this. You got 5 minutes to score, so let's just kind of chew up the clock and score before half. That's how you got to do it.
First down and 10 Atlantic, down 7-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. The football thrown 40-yard line. Again, that defense stiffened up. Harlan able to get a score in late first quarter on a 1-yard plunge by Schmitz, his 4th touchdown of the season, set up by that deep pass play from Mark Fell to Eggers. The ball at the Trojan 35 on a first down and 10. Zayden Parker, the quarterback, in the shotgun, takes it, looks to throw. Here comes the pressure. He's wrapped up and dropped back at the 25. Oh, my goodness, what a play.
You know who did that?
Oh, man, that was Soma. Hayden Soma. Yeah, there's his mama. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be proud, too.
Susan was standing up. Hayden Soma blitzing in there to make the stop. A big loss for the Trojans. Loss of 9. 2nd and 19 back the Trojan 26. Hayden Soma, 6 foot, 225-pound junior. Man, oh, man. Well, Atlantic has some work to do now with a 2nd down and 19. 5:04 to go first half. In the gun, Parker takes it, play action. He's going to keep it, and he tries to find something. He is nothing but a sea of red. He runs into a sea of red. He got to the 28 for a gain of maybe a couple, and that'll be it. 3rd and 17 with 4:46 to play first half. Perry Fee.
Wow, I mean that. Like I said, that Harlan defense is playing like Atlantic. So I mean, they're flying to the ball. They're sniffing everything out. They're figuring stuff out.
7-0 Cyclones with the lead. 4.5 to go in the second quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Zayden Parker will check in to the Trojan huddle. They're going to have to air it out and get Rasmussen downfield. And he's going to line up wide right here from the 28-yard line of Atlantic. 4:50 to go first half. One-on-one coverage on the near side. Now we've got a whistle, and we're going to have a timeout, Atlantic. We'll take it with them. Trojans have a 3rd and a mile. 3rd and 17 for the 28. 4:09 to play first half. Cyclones up 7-0 back in 30 seconds.
After years of wondering why I see more runners than other athletes, I figured it out. Well, a sophomore hurdler explained it to me. This is Dr. Fritz Beyer of Body Basics Chiropractic, and he told me since my hip started acting up, I lost 1 second from my time. 1 second in a 55-second race is less than 2%, but he knew it instantly because the stopwatch told him. In other sports, there's not a stopwatch to tell you when the nagging injury takes 2% from you. To make sure you're giving your 100%, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Atlantic has a 3rd down and long. Let's go to Kevin Ferguson on the sidelines, Kevin.
Yeah, that passing game just doesn't seem to be, a little bit like, the sledding downhill has got a little rust on the runners. You know what I mean? It just kind of, And I wonder if now you can't because you got 3rd and 17. But you might want to try some of those quick outs, Tommy, to get that thing going again.
We'll see here, Fergie, as Goodrich comes wide right and Colton Rasmussen wide left on 3rd and 17. The ball at Trojan 28, 4:09 to play first half. Back to pass Parker. He'll launch one near side to Brock Goodrich, and it is incomplete. Kester's got a hand on it and tipped it away. Earlmeyer was there. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and long for the Trojans as he went for broke, Perry Fee.
Right, but I will say this. He had time to throw the ball this time because he hasn't had much time to be throwing the ball. So this time at least he had some.
Also in the coverage was Bryce Van Balla, the linebacker for Harlan Community. Rasmussen the punt again. Eggers deep. 4:02 to go first half. There's the punt. It's a pooch, and it's going to hit at midfield. Takes a Trojan bounce at about the 47 of Harlan. They've got good field position on a 1st down and 10. A brown shoe fit first down, but the Trojans defense has turned the Cyclones away 2 consecutive times.
I mean, again, our defense, maybe a big play here and there, but they're basically solid a lot of the time.
1st down and 10. Harlan Community their own 47-yard line. 3:53 left to play in the first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. We thank the Seed Pros for bringing us our score each and every night. Joseph Rice, wide right. High backfield behind Arkfeld. He'll send Bendorf into motion. The turn, the give to Schmitz, right up the gut across midfield. Tripped up and brought down at the 46 of Atlantic. A gain of 7. Second down and 3 for Harlan Community.
Yeah, I think they're like double teaming Becker now because there's 2 Harlan guys. Yeah, that's why they got so many yards on that run because they're double teaming Becker and they're pushing him all over. So he's going to have to hunker down.
Second down and 3 for Harlan Community. 3:24 to go. The ball near hash mark at the 46 of the Trojans. They'll send 2 right, Fink and Joseph Rice. Eggers wide left eye backfield as Coach Blatt keeps the ball on the ground, and he's going to give it again to Schmitz. He's got a seam, slithers through to about the 43 for a gain of 3.
He just got, well, I'm thinking first down. Fergie can tell.
Fergie, what do we got here?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a first down right at the sticks, so first and 10.
Cyclones of Brown shoe fit first down at the Trojan 43-yard line. Under 3 to go in the first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard.
Tom, you notice that mist is coming back.
Yep,
Yeah.
It is. It's and the wind is starting to sail. Look at that. The flag up to the north. Harlan comes up on a first down and 10 at the Atlantic 43. 2:40 to play first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Trip receivers right. Arkfeld of the shotgun takes the snap, lobs a flare. Schmitz left side gets across the 41 to about the 40-yard line for a gain of 3, second down and 7. And he got out of bounds to stop the clock at 2:31 to go first half.
Right, but you see who made the tackle? I'd like to know how many solo tackles Becker's got. 1,000?
He's got a lot. He's had another big night tonight, and Becker making that stop. He came in to the game with 39 solo stops on the season. Harlan comes up on a second down and 7 for the 40 of Atlantic. Arkfeld under center gives to Bendorf. He looked like he bobbled a handoff but secured it. He gets across the 38 to the 37. Third down for the Cyclones. Clock at 2:20 and counting. Becker again made the stop for Atlantic. And the mist really coming in now out of that northwest. Ball near hash mark for Harlan Community. Fink in the slot. Rice far right side and Eggers wide left. Schmitz in the backfield. There's a snap to Arkfeld to throw. Lobs over the middle. Caught by Rice at the 31. Breaks a tackle. Puts his head down and spins forward across the 30 to about the 29. And a Brown shoe fit first down for Harlan Community at the Trojan 29-yard line with 1:50 left first half.
And that was a good little run after the catch. He just spun and spun. I mean, I would have to go off the field because I'd be dizzy.
I really like that pattern, too. He went down about 7 yards and then cut to the inside and raced across that field.
First down and 10, Harlan, the 29 of Atlantic. 3 receivers right for Arkfeld out of the gun. He'll take it, looks to throw. Here comes the pressure by Cohen Bruce. Arkfeld racing to the right side, lets it go and fires short. Intended for Fink. And Cohen Bruce was giving chase. That stops the clock at 1:23. And a second down and 10 for Harlan, 29-yard line of Atlantic. You get dizzy, huh?
See how many times that dude spun? I got dizzy just watching him spin.
Second down and 10 for Harlan Community. As
like,
they get
like riding a scrambler out there at the Cascade Fair, Perry.
Right.
1:23 to go first half. The ball at the 29 of Atlantic. Harlan up 7-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Arkfeld in the gun. 2 receivers right. Schmitz in the backfield. Here's the pass again
nice
from Arkfeld.
pickup.
He's got a man downfield. It is incomplete. He had Kaufman, who was open. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for Harlan with 1:17 to go.
Coach Satoff blitzed, and that little fullback, good thing he's tough because did you see that, Fergalicious?
He got set back a couple steps.
Yes, he did.
But he made a heck of a block.
He blocked him because that quarterback was going to be toast.
1:17 left first half of the Seed Pros scoreboard. 3rd down and 10 for Harlan Community at the Trojan 29-yard line. Eggers wide right, Fink wide left. Bendorf the up back and Noah Schmitz the tailback. Under center Arkfeld. He'll turn, play action, rolls right. Looks, he's got Eggers. He still has it. Now he's going to fire, and it is going to be caught and dropped at the 10. He had it for a moment, and a drop by Rice. Now it's a 4th down and 10 for Harlan at the Trojan 29. 1:08 to go in the first half. Harlan up 7-0.
Let's just blame that on the mist, the Sierra Mist.
Yeah. There you go. Sierra Mist. Sierra Mist in Shelby County.
Yeah. He had it, but just the ball might be a little slickery.
4th down and 4th down and 10, for Harlan with 1:08 to go here in this first half on the Seed Pro scoreboard. And Kaufman will check in.
They're going to have to call timeout.
Yeah, the play clock is at 4. Now they're going to call a timeout. 1:08 left. We'll take it with her. We're back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Trojan Football on 95.7 FM and live video streamed on WesternIowaToday.com.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
And welcome back as the Cyclones had to call a timeout. They were running out of seconds. And it's 4th down and 10 at the Trojan 29-yard line with a 7-0 lead for Harlan Community. Atlantic will have to pin their ears back and try to avoid a Cyclone first down with 1:08 to go in the half. Twin receivers right. Harlan looking for the big play here on a 4th down. Arkfeld in the shotgun for the 29, takes the snap, sets up the throw, fires, and it is caught by Eggers, and he's collided with inside the 20 at about the 19-yard line.
They got it.
And he's going to get the 1st and 10.
Yep. We don't even have to Fergie look at that one.
Nope, it's there.
Just did a 10 and stopped, and it was.
Yeah, did a nice job of finding the hole and
they just
the soft spot in that zone, and then he hit it.
Of course, they're going to give him cushion because he could run and get a pop and come back, and the play wouldn't even start. He's so quick.
Well, he threaded the needle, didn't he? Armor Insurance red zone play here. The ball at the 19-yard line. Atlantic calls a timeout. Cyclones have it a 1st and 10 at the Trojan 19. Down to 43 seconds to play here in the first half. We're back in 30 seconds on 95.7 FM and live video streamed at WesternIowaToday.com.
This segment of Did You Know by Amy Jo is about hydraulic hoses. Well, guess what? They break. And at the worst times possible, too. Atlantic Ag and Auto can build you a new hydraulic hose most of the time faster than it takes you to even get to town. Now, don't begin a ticket racing to town to see me. Since you're here, you might as well get more hydraulic fluid, shop towels, detailing supplies, and fresh cab to keep those rodents out. Atlantic and Audubon Ag and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest Auto Parts stores.
And welcome back to Merrill Field, 7-0 Harlan Community, but they're threatening now with a 1st down and 10 at the Atlantic 19-yard line with 43 seconds to play here in the first half. Cyclones 7-0. Noah Schmitz with the 1-yard score with 1:18 to play in that first quarter. Fink, Kaufman, and Rice wide right, Eggers wide left, Schmitz in the backfield to the left of Arkfeld. 1st down and 10 in the Armor Insurance red zone, and the Cyclones jump off sides.
There we go.
Or illegal procedure. I always like it when the opposite team, the lineman, point.
Yeah.
It wasn't me this time.
It's like, look, dude.
So 1st and 15 for Harlan, the ball back at the 24.
That was so bad, Perry was pointing at me.
Yeah, at least he didn't fall down.
Do the flop.
Ball back at the 24, now 1st and 15 for Harlan. Still 43 seconds to go in the first half. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Arkfeld, the quarterback, out of the gun. He's going to throw it this time. Here it is. Delayed snap. Arkfeld throws, caught by Rice. Dropped the football. Must be getting a little bit slick down there, Fergie.
Well, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Because that was right in a good spot, right in the hands, right at his face. I mean, it's not like he didn't see it. So, you kind of wonder if maybe the moisture is not having a part of this game and having some issues here.
2nd down, 15 for Harlan. That took 4 seconds, 39 to go 39 seconds to go in the first half. Fink wide right. And they'll send Eggers wide left. Now 2 in the backfield with Arkfeld out of the gun. Snap. Arkfeld to throw. Fires over the middle. Caught by Rice this time. And he hopscotches to about the 15. Took 2 to bring him down. Waters is one of them.
This would be a big stop, Tom, because Harlan did defer. So they'll get the ball first after half. So it'd be a big stop here for the Trojans.
Good point. Timeout called by Harlan. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds at 95.7 FM and live video streamed on westerniowatoday.com.
From start to finish,
when it comes to getting you the best coverage for the best price, we work with 15 different insurance carriers. Why so many? Because one size does not fit all, nor does one carrier fit every need. As your agent, we will work to find you the best coverage for the best price and inform you of other options available as well. For home, auto, farm, crop, business, life, or health, we want to be your agent. From coverage through claims, choose Armor Insurance in Atlantic, Griswold, Council Bluffs. Give us a call at 712-243-1951. We're here to protect you.
The football at the 15-yard line of Atlantic in that Armor Insurance red zone. Harlan up 7-0, trying to add to their score. Atlantic trying to get the stop here. As Fergie mentioned, Harlan does get the kickoff to start the second half. Twin receiver, 3 receivers right. Snapped Arkfeld in the gun. He's going to fire towards the corner, and it is caught. Touchdown.
Wow.
Rice in the corner of the end zone made the grab, and Harlan goes up 13-0. We waited for the official to put up the signal. He was right in the deep right corner, Fergie, and nice grab by Rice.
It was. Once again, what a throw. A little fade pattern towards the back pylon, and right on the money where only one person could get it.
So the extra point by Agueta. Harlan up 14-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard with 22 seconds to go. And that was a 15-yard pass play from Arkfeld to Franz Rice. And Argueta will attempt the PAT. The snap is high, set down, and that was blocked and no good. 13-0 is where the score remains. Harlan with the lead here as we're getting close to halftime with 22 seconds to go. So 15-yard pass play here in the second quarter, late second quarter, as Harlan mounts a pretty impressive drive, Perry Fee.
Yeah, they did. Atlantic was holding them. I mean, they just, that, again, that throw, it had to be spot on, like Fergie said. That quarterback, I can't believe he's a pretty good quarterback for being a senior.
Well, and, he's got the wind to his face and a damp night. He's done a pretty good job throwing the football, and the Cyclones now up 13-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. And they'll kick it away here to the Trojans. Argueta doing the chores for Harlan Community. Deep back for Atlantic, Kennick Jewell on the far side and Nolan Waters on the near side. 13-0 the count. There's the kickoff. It's a pooch, and Goodrich will slam down at the 36-yard line with the football with 20 seconds to go.
Jeez. I understand the rule that they got a certain thing, but man, our guys just dogpiled on our guys. Like, don't hurt the dude.
So that's going to bring up a first down and 10 for Atlantic at their own 36-yard line as well. They'll mark the football. Cyclones up by a couple of touchdowns. Arkfeld with his 15th touchdown pass of the season, 19 interceptions coming in. And Franz Rice on the receiving end of that one for Harlan Community. That's his third touchdown catch of the year. Atlantic just tries to go up the middle with McLaren. They have not used McLaren much from that fullback spot.
They have not.
He gets stood up about every time. They're having a hard time getting that blocked out for him.
Well, that's going to end the first half. The clock will wind down, and Harlan will get the ball to start the second half. And they lead 13-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. We have a couple of ads to clean up. We'll be back right after this with the halftime wrap-up on 95.7 FM and live video streamed on WesternIowaToday.com.
Elkhart Plastics in Atlantic has a career opportunity for you. They're currently looking to hire first and second shift oven operators, first shift assemblers, and maintenance personnel, along with competitive pay and shift differential offered for second shift. Elkhart Plastics offers medical, dental, vision, company-paid life and disability plans, as well as vacation, paid holidays, education reimbursement, and retirement savings plans. Go to MyersIndustries.com/careers to view openings and fill out an application. Elkhart Plastics is an equal opportunity and affirmative action employer.
The perfect companion is waiting for you at the Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic. Pick out a furry guinea pig, hamster, or mouse. Maybe something feathered. They have an aviary full of birds to choose from. What about something scaly, like a snake, lizard, or hermit crab? And it's in their name. A wide variety of fish are available at the Fish Store and Pet Center. Get all the food and accessories you need to keep that new addition to your family happy and healthy. The Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic, a pet lover's paradise. At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
And welcome back. Halftime here in Harlan. Tom Robinson and Perry Fief, Kevin Ferguson, and Cody Weaver behind the camera here on this misty night here in Harlan. Cyclones with a 13-0 lead here at half, and Harlan did score late in that first quarter. Noah Schmitz on a 1-yard run with 1:18 to go. And the extra point by Argueta, good to make it 7-0. Harlan got on the board again late in the first half with 22 seconds left. And this was a 15-yard pass play from Arkfeld to Rice. And the extra point by Argueta went wide right, and that's where we stand at 13-0 here at the halftime break here, Perry Fief. And your thoughts of the first half?
Well, I'm glad to see the score. I mean, 13-0. We haven't seen a score like that in a long time. So our defense is playing pretty good. That quarterback for Harlan, though, they're not getting yards on rushing like a lot of teams don't do. It's the passing. But this quarterback, our guys are covering the receivers, but he's putting the ball just where it needs to be. Plain and simple. He's doing a pretty good job.
Absolutely. He's been accurate here considering the conditions. It's just been kind of a steady mist here the entire first half with a little bit of a northeast breeze. Halftime is brought to you by Aiken Building Center with a pro shop in Atlantic. We're back with more halftime right after this from Aiken Building Center.
From start to finish, let Aiken Design Center help you with your kitchen or bathroom ideas. For new designs or remodels, Aiken Design Center will work with you or your contractor to make your dream a reality. If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center staff is committed to quality design while meeting your needs. Stop into Aiken today to find out how we can help.
If you love fall, you're going to absolutely fall in love with the new fall arrivals at Brown Shoe Fit in downtown Atlantic. Stop in and see our selection of fall shoes and boots for fashion and work. Game ready, tailgate cool, and the coolest styles to hit the school. You'll find the greatest fall fashions at Brown Shoe Fit, a tradition of quality, fashion, and comfort at your Atlantic Brown Shoe Fit at 502 Chestnut Street.
At Greg Young Automotive of Atlantic, they pride themselves on going the extra mile. How, you ask? By providing unbeatable, no-pressure service from knowledgeable salespeople. By taking that extra step to make sure you find the right vehicle for your needs. By truly providing a world-class experience right here at Atlantic. So stop by today and see how they can go the extra mile for you. Greg Young Automotive of Atlantic, 100 East 2nd Street, or online at gregyoungatlantic.com.
Back halftime here in Harlan Community, and the Cyclones with a 13-0 lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Our halftime show brought to you by Aiken Building Center. When you want it done right, see the folks who do it best at Aiken Building Center. Again, the Cyclones, 2 scores came late in the first quarter and also late in the second quarter. They got that touchdown pass there late, Barry Fee. Atlantic defense really played pretty well there midway through the first and in the second quarter. They turned the Cyclones away 2 consecutive times. The only problem is Atlantic really can't get that offense going here against this tough Harlan defense.
And it's weird because at the very beginning, they were moving the ball there, at least the first drive and a little bit on that second drive, and all of a sudden, I don't know if Harlan all of a sudden figured something out, and they're just shutting our run down quick.
We're at halftime, and it's last we checked, it was Creston leading Nevada by the score of 7-0. Not sure how much time was left in that first half, but it was Creston with the lead in that football game. So keep an eye on that.
Right.
Michael Sheriff back in the studios. Pass along any other scores you may have here at the half, Barry.
I haven't got any scores. No, I should text my brother-in-law. Is it the game in Creston or is it in Creston?
It is tonight, yes.
It's
in Creston, and it's senior night at Creston tonight. Trainer leading Missouri Valley 35-0. Also, Lennox, they're going to be a tough out in the postseason along with Cam. And those teams, Audubon also be tough.
Yeah.
Audubon was leading early. We'll get that score in a moment. But Lennox leading Lamoni 35-0, and Westwood over St. Albert 12-0. Those are some of the scores we do have here at the halftime break. And again, Harlan leading 13-0. And they've done it with the pass play. That Eggers pass set things up for the Cyclones, and they got that 1-yard run by Noah Schmitz. Then they go back to Rice for a 15-yarder.
Right. But again, Harlan's not getting yardage on us on the run. I mean, our defense is doing great for the run. It's just passing. I mean, and again, I'm like a broken record. They're just that quarterback is putting it right where it's supposed to be.
Other scores, we do have Tri-Center and Kingsley Pearson. They're in a battle right now, 6-6. ACGC looking to go unblemished during the regular season in Class A, and they are leading Southwest Valley 21-0 at the half. Also, Riverside playing spoiler tonight. They're playing Panorama, who still had a chance to make the playoffs. Riverside is out, but you wouldn't. Those guys don't know it. They're up 42-6. That's a credit to Coach Frayne in that gang. And I did talk to Coach this week, and he said, "Hey, maybe we're not as locked in as we were because we got bumped out last week." But the guys are still flying around during practice, and 42-6. That is the score in the second quarter with Riverside lead over Panorama. That's a big score there. Also, Woodward Granger leading West Central Valley 20-6. Lewis Central over Norwalk 13-0. No surprise there. And Logan Magnolia and ICAM Manning, those two teams battling 24-14. Logan Magnolia with the lead. Cam Cougars trying to go unblemished in the regular season. They lead Stanton Essex in the second quarter, 22-0. And Underwood leading Red Oak 27-0. That's in the second quarter. And AHSTW over Shenandoah 29-0. That's also a second quarter score. And here at the half, it's Harlan Community leading Atlantic by the score of 13-0. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more halftime on 95.7 FM and live video streamed on westerniowatoday.com. Back in 2 minutes.
From start to finish, let Aiken Design Center help you with your kitchen or bathroom ideas. For new designs or remodels, Aiken Design Center will work with you or your contractor to make your dream a reality. If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center staff is committed to quality design while meeting your needs. Stop into Aiken today to find out how we can help.
Rolling Hills Bank and Trust.
Here at Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're dedicated to agriculture. That's why we offer various services that fit your growing ag needs. All our decisions are made locally by experienced lenders that truly understand the unique challenges of your operation. We're large enough to handle all your lending needs, yet small enough not to lose that personal touch. Our dedicated loan officers want to work with you to help your operation grow and thrive. Feel free to stop in and talk about how we can help your business succeed. Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Want your back at the shop? We talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Work seems a lot less like work when you do it with the people you know, family, neighbors, and friends. When you do your banking at First Whitney Bank, it's much the same thing. You're working with the family of your community, your neighbors, and friends, because that's who we are. We share life with you at community celebrations, at school and church activities, and as you allow us to serve you with your banking business. Our commitment to you and our community has been how we've done business for over 5 generations, and that's why we're the only bank you will ever need. First Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
Your home for Atlantic Trojan football is right here on KS 95.7 and live stream video at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Merrill Field.
KS 95.7 is KSWI Atlantic, a proud part of Meredith Communications. KS 95.7.
And welcome back to Merrill Field. Tom Robinson alongside Kevin Ferguson. Audubon leading Baxter 20-14. That was the end of the first quarter, thanks to Jeff Christensen, whose son Tyler is one of the coaches on that Audubon team that lost their opening game, and they won every game after that. They're sitting pretty as far as the postseason if they can hang on to that win against Baxter tonight of 20-0 in that contest. I want to thank our sponsors and our halftime sponsor, Aiken Building Center. When you want it done right, see the folks who do it best. They're the pros at Aiken Building Center in Atlantic. Also brought to you by Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop. Locations in Atlantic and Carroll. First Whitney Bank. They're the only bank you'll ever need, First Whitney Bank. In Body Basic, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics. Also brought to you by the Seed Pros. They are by your side to maximize yields from the word go. Your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knutson. And 2nd Street Auto, your transmission pros, Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. And Outfitters Plus Outlet Store, your home for personalized sports apparel in Atlantic. And the Super Bowl. Grab the gang and head to the Super Bowl for Glow Bowling every Friday and a Saturday night. Swida, safe, reliable Swida for all your transportation needs. Stein Seed. And Stein has yield. Contact Darren Petty, your local Stein representative. Hy-Vee, bakery, deli, grocery, meat department of pharmacy, always there for you, your Atlantic Hy-Vee. Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned full-line CarQuest retail store in Atlantic. And Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, a hometown bank for hometown people, member FDIC. Elkhart Plastics also on our list of sports sponsors. Integrity, optimism, customer focus, and a can-do spirit. Go to MyersIndustries.com/careers to fill out an application. And the Fish Store, your local one-stop pet stop in downtown Atlantic, Perry Fief. And both Atlantic out and Harlan ready to come back and warm up. What's the Trojans need to do in the second half?
Well, that offensive line has got to get together. They've got to figure out they've got it. They did it the first series, open some holes. We got to get that run game going. I mean, Atlantic's in this game, no problem. They just got to create some holes. The offensive line's got to get this, get tough, get nasty, start moving Harlan's defense around a little bit.
We'll see what happens in the second half. And, of course, it's going to be key for the Trojans to come out and get a defensive stop in that second half.
Most definitely. I mean, and like I said, Harlan's only scored twice. I don't know how many times they've had the ball, 4 or 5. So the Atlantic's defense know they can stop it, stop them. It's just now it's down to the nitty-gritty. Who wants it more? The Atlantic needs to just start playing a little, what I call nasty football, and get physical.
Well, in Harlan, it didn't really matter whether they were with the breeze out of that northwest, although there's some protection here in Harlan with that northwest wind, but they're able to score against it, and on the pass play to Rice, and then, of course, Eggers with that deep pass he caught inside the 5 that set up that 1-yard run by Noah Schmitz there at the end of the first quarter.
Right. I just going to let you know also, Crescent's up 14-0 in the first quarter.
All right, Panthers trying to go for the league lead as they take on Nevada here tonight, and they're up 14-0. And what a year the Panthers had. We had a chance to see that football team, and they're the real deal.
Yeah, I mean, but also they got 25 seniors too. I mean,
well, and they've been banking on that class.
Yeah, for years.
And those kids have really come through for the Panthers here this season. Well, the Trojans are huddling up around Coach Bremer and the staff, and Cyclones, they're ready to go. Arkfeld is warming up. Harlan had 170 yards of total offense in that first half, and they were able to move the ball up and down. Harlan trying to go to 5-3 and 2-2 in the district. Atlantic 2-1 in district play with wins over Knoxville and Perry last week, and Harlan at 1-2. They've already played the two big guys, and Nevada and Creston fell short to Creston 25-22. They lost by a field goal late in the ball game, but Nevada had the handle last week.
Yeah. And I'm sure they haven't been in this situation for a while. I mean, I can.
Yeah, and if Harlan would hang on and win this game, and I talked to Coach Blatt about, they've got injuries and whether those guys are going to be able to come back, if they would make the postseason. He goes, I'm not even going to try to figure out the RPI.
Yeah, I heard that this morning driving to work. It's like, that makes sense. I mean,
it'd take hell days to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And I think that's the mentality of the Cyclone football program. They take one play at a time, one game at a time, and they don't worry about things they really can't control. They worry about things they can control.
Right, and that's the way you should play football. I mean, plain and simple. Control what you can.
Kevin Ferguson has some goodies, I see.
Uh-oh. Yep.
Well, here we go. Atlantic will kick it away, and Hayden Thompson will get his first shot at kicking the football for the Trojans. Seeing him for the first time tonight. Atlantic received the opening kickoff, and
well, we know he ain't going to kick it to 2. I mean, he ain't going to kick it that far.
Well, they've been punting to 2, but
yeah, I mean, unless they move 2 up.
I forgot to tell you, Perry, and I just got a text from Hall of Fame head coach Gaylord Schelling. Cheese curds are on the desk. Coach Schelling brought those in. I didn't bring them tonight. When we get back to the station, they're on the table in the newsroom. I'll pick him up. Coach Schelling dropped him off this week.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Well, thank you, Coach.
I just saw
I
his.
figured he just lied to me or something.
No, he came through.
Okay,
He's
good.
at Davy Thompson. Hello, Davy Thompson. Tonight, former outstanding athlete for Atlantic back in that 2002 team. Kickoff is being fielded by the Cyclones and picking his way up across the 35 to 37-yard line. Cyclones having a first down and 10. So,
flag comes in.
Flag was late.
That ain't good.
Hayden Thompson with the kick, and the flag rests on the 40-yard line of Harlan Community. As we get underway here in the second half, and there is an injured Cyclone. Ottoman 28-20 at halftime over Baxter right now. Boy, Harlan Days, you just don't dare lose.
Must have been against Harlan.
Anybody else. I think it's Aiden Redmond that is shaken up. And they're going to head out and tend to Redmond here as he tries to get up. Well, the Cyclones have it a first and 10th. They're on 38-yard line to start the drive here in the second half. Redmond's going to be helped off the field.
Might be an ankle, maybe. I mean, he looks a little ginger.
Oh, was I supposed to put those cheese curds in the refrigerator?
Yeah, that's what makes me a little nervous. Better not be no green on them.
No, they look a little shriveled up, though. Come to think of it.
That's all right.
Oh, shoot.
I'll just put them in the microwave, nuke them anyway.
My wife just texted me, and I drive her crazy. She said, you put those in the fridge, did you? No.
No.
I didn't.
All right.
First and 10. I'll eat them anyway.
I will. I need to lose weight. Maybe I'll get me sick.
First and 10. Harlan's the Trojan 29 or their own 29, as we start the second half. Arkfeld under center eye, backfield behind him. Atlantic jumps.
But the Harlan move too, though.
He might have flinched after the encroachment.
I'm telling you, I'm taking this.
We're going to no, you're right. You win again. It's an illegal procedure against the Cyclones. I thought maybe Flasig might have got offsides before the flinch by that left tackle. But it is a 5-yard penalty marched off against Harlan Community back to the 24-yard line. So 1st and 15 for Harlan.
All right.
And my wife telling me I cannot eat them.
Well,
they are looking a little funky, though.
Oh, dude, I don't even tell me.
1st down and 15, Harlan. Now the gun Arkfield will throw the ball. Screen caught at the 25 by Sorfinen. He gets some room across the 30 to about the 33. So Sorfinen on the receiving end, and he gets the ball back between the chains. A nice gain in the play for Harlan Community. Pickup of about 8 yards in the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd down for the Harlan Cyclones with 11:34 to go here in the 3rd quarter, just underway in the 2nd half.
You know when, well, I'll wait.
2nd down and 6. Harlan comes up, the football on their own 33. Arkfeld will duck under with receivers left and right. Eggers wide right, the speedster. Hand off, Schmitz, and he's hit in the backfield and dropped for no gain. Good job of the Trojans. Becker again was there. Colton Becker with the tackle for loss.
Yeah, that was a good hit. There's a good 2 or 3 white jerseys there.
It's going to be no gain. We'll take away the TFL there, but it's going to be 3rd down and 6. Under 11 minutes to go, 3rd quarter, the Seed Pros scoreboard. The ball at the Harlan Community 33-yard line. And twin receivers right. Rice, who had that TD pass late first half, is wide right. Twins left. Arkfeld shotgun set, takes it, looks to throw, fires over the middle, and it is knocked away by Malya. You talked about that sophomore corner, and he got around Rice and knocked it away nicely.
And there are 2 officials watching that play, and they knew that was a clean play.
So the Trojans, Kevin Ferguson, they come up with a stop right out of the gate here in the 2nd half.
Just like we drew it up, by golly, and that was one of those that you really would have hated to see a pass interference on, because, I mean, his right hand was in his back pocket and his left hand reached around and knocked that loose. That was beautifully played.
Nice job by Malya, the sophomore. Nolan Schwery will punt it again for Harlan Community. They punted twice before, their 3rd punt of the night, and Schwery's punt is away. 13-0 Cyclones, a high punt, and it's going to drop and take a big Harlan bounce for 32 inside the 25 and marked down at the 23-yard line. Atlantic has a 1st down and 10 there. That was a big punt for Harlan Community.
He got a pretty good roll because that thing looked like a duck.
That was over
that thing was flopping every which way.
About 60 yards.
Yeah, and he got a good bounce, and it really rolled.
So ball back at the 23 of Atlantic on a 1st down and 10. Nelson, Brock Goodrich right left, and Rasmussen to the right. High backfield behind Parker, and this is Hedrington has some room, and he moves forward across the 25 to about the 39-yard line. A good gain. A gain of 6 for Hedrington.
Yep, he followed his blockers. That was good offensive line surge. They pushed that D-line good. That was a good job by the O-line.
2nd down and 5. 13-0 Harlan Community with the lead with 9:56 to go. Fergie's having some fun over there. Here's Rasmussen, a wide left.
Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
Goodrich, here's a handoff to the big guy, McLaren, the sophomore fullback, plunges forward across the 30. He's going to get up
close.
I was making friends with the cinnamon rolls.
I bet you are. Atlantic gets a brown shoe fit 1st down. McLaren on that plunge up the middle.
Yeah, he followed his lineman, but McLaren 9 times out of 10, he can lunge forward for at least 1 to 2 yards.
He gets to the 33-yard line, 1st down and 10. 9:20 to go, 3rd quarter. Harlan leading 13-0 of the Seed Pros scoreboard. High backfield behind Parker. Hedrington on a cross buck, and he finds a seam across the 35, and he spins forward to about the 37-yard line. A nice gain on the play. In fact, he got to 38. A gain of 5. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 for the Trojans.
And that's good when you can get 5 yards out of the 1st down. So the linemen they must have had a good talk at halftime because, see, once again, they're moving the ball.
Under 9 to go, 3rd quarter. 13-0 Harlan Community. Receivers left and right, high backfield. And there's the snap, and this is McLaren, and he's wrapped up and bear hugged to the ground.
By Soma.
Soma with the tackle. 3rd down for Atlantic. and 4. A pickup of a yard for McLaren, and Soma has had a good game so far. He's really, look at him. I mean, this guy, he's a headhunter, right?
Oh, yeah.
Look at him. He's that left tackler nose guard.
And an offensive lineman.
Yeah, he plays both ways. He's a player. Here comes Atlantic in a 3rd and 4. They need this first down with 8:09 to play in the third quarter, down by 13. Play action. Parker throws, and it is incomplete. Sails over the head of Goodrich. Erlmeyer on the coverage for Harlan. And a 4th down for Atlantic and 4.
That's a little too high.
Perry, we just don't seem to be getting separation.
No.
You know, our receivers just, I don't know, struggled with that from time to time all year long. But not getting that separation, making that a real difficult window for the quarterback to throw it into.
Exactly. I mean, he's throwing into coverage constantly, it seems like.
Mist really coming down now. That punt is a low line drive, and Egger's going to let it go as Waters going to chase it down for Atlantic at the 30-yard line of Harlan Community. First down and 10 there. With 7:46 to go, third quarter. Cyclones with a 13-0 lead on our Seed Pros scoreboard. And they'll bring it up. Atlantic getting that stop on their opening drive in the second half. They'll dial it up again here, but again, you got to credit the Cyclone defense for what they're doing. But Atlantic did get some running yards.
They were moving the ball on the ground, and like Fergie made a great point, our receivers just aren't getting any separation.
Trip receivers right for the Cyclones at a 1st and 10 at their own 30. Arkfeld will work out the gun. Schmitz in the backfield, the snap back to Arkfeld. He's going to fire one to Rice, and he caught it at the 30, and he's brought down by Waters at the 29. What a throw by Arkfeld, and Rice over the shoulder grab. And the ball to the 28 of the Trojans. A Brown shoe fit first down for Perry.
That was just like this quarterback. I can't believe he's good. I mean, at least he's throwing it right where it needs to be for his receivers.
Well, when
it's just falling right in their hands.
I think he's got laser sights, guys.
Something.
First down and 10 for Harlan Community. Football on the 28 of Atlantic. Bendorf, a late comer, will be the fullback. And then Harlan offense in the eye. 7:14 to go. Third quarter, 13-0 Cyclones. Handoff to Schmitz, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage. He got back to the line, and it was Evan Sorensen, the big dig tackle on the left side, making the stop for Atlantic.
That was a good tackle. I mean, that's Sorensen. He looks good in pads, don't he?
I can't wait to see him on the mat here.
He's a senior?
He's a junior.
Oh, good.
Arkfeld, as you mentioned earlier, asked about his passing yards. He has 1,406 coming in. He certainly padded that stat here tonight. 13-0 Harlan, 6:37 to play, third quarter. Arkfeld under center, double tight. Fink wide right. Here's a snap and the play action. Arkfeld wants to throw. He'll lob one towards the end zone. Eggers is there and over his outstretched arms and incomplete. They'll bring up a second down and 11. In fact, a 3rd and 11 for Harlan. They'll take the ball back to 29 of Atlantic.
It was there, guys.
Yeah, that receiver, that number 2, Speed Demon or whatever.
Oh, Eggers, yeah, he was there. So Harlan will bring it up on a 3rd down and 11 at the Trojan at 29 with 6:25 to play. Third quarter, 13-0 Harlan Community, the Seed Pro scoreboard. Atlantic jumps offside.
Oops.
Boy, Bruce, he was going to stunt.
Yeah, he was.
He was stunting on that.
He was stunting.
I don't know what you think, Perry, but if you're going to come across like that,
I would have kept going.
Yeah, you just got to go hit somebody.
Hit somebody.
Yeah.
He wasn't spitting blood, but he was snorting snot. I guarantee you that.
5-yard penalty against Atlantic. And they'll take it down inside the 25, the 24. 6:25 to play, third quarter. 13-0 Harlan, but they're driving again. 3rd and 6 on the 24-yard line. Here's a handoff to Schmitz, and he runs into a wall of white, and he gets nowhere. Great job on the right side of that line. Sorensen was there.
Got to be Becker.
Becker again. How many times have we called his name out tonight, guys?
Holy moly.
Man, oh, man. Becker there again. 4th down for Harlan. 4th down and 6. Football at the 24, the Trojans, under 6 minutes to go here in this third quarter. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Smith to the backfield with Arkfeld, the quarterback. And the snap, he'll take it, looks to throw. Now he's rushed out of the pocket to tuck and run across the 25, 20, 15, and run out of bounds inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line. And an Armor Insurance red zone, and a Brown shoe fit first down for Harlan Community.
He's got some scoot to him, too.
Yes, he does, and he's smart. He gets out of bounds so he don't get pummeled.
Well, and Coach Blatt talked about Will Arkfeld's wheels as well. You know, he's mobile, and
Okay, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Where did he come from? He must have played some other position last year.
He did, his first-year quarterback, and I mean, Ed Kasperbauer for years.
Yeah, I know. So he had to play somewhere else for him to.
Tegan was just a mainstay at that spot, and Arkfeld just waited his turn, Perry. That's basically what it is. For the 13, this is Bendorf, has some room across the 10, and he pushes forward to the 8-yard line of Atlantic. A pickup of 5. 2nd and 5 for the Cyclones with 5:23 to play, third quarter, and a 13-0 cushion of Atlantic on the Seed Pros scoreboard.
Well, you know, I've been bragging how fast that fullback is. You never see one that fast, but at the same time, where we're sitting, there was a pretty nice hole for that fullback to get through.
Nelson Fink wide left and Eggers wide right, double tight set for Arkfeld. He'll set up under center this time with an eye backfield behind him. Under 5 to go in the third quarter. Arkfeld rolls right, toss the end zone, touchdown Cyclones. Thread the needle on an 8-yard score, and that was Braden Eggers with the score at 4:52 to go here in the third quarter. Eggers on an 8-yard pass play. That's his second TD pass for Arkfeld tonight. So there's Coppin, made the catch. Coppin the touchdown grab, number 3, not number 2. Coppin will hold for Argueta with 4:52 to go. Third quarter, that kick is good. He missed his last one. He made up for it there. That one right down the middle.
Almost went to the scoreboard, and that's back there about 60 yards.
20-0. Harlan Community with the lead over Atlantic. 4:52 to play, third quarter, back in 30 seconds on 95.7 FM.
First Winnie Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Winnie Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Yeah, welcome back to Merrill Field, and the Cyclones will tee it up. Argueta will get set to kick it off. 20-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. That was Kaufman on an 8-yard grab, and Argueta's kick is a line drive towards Waters. He'll grab it at the 15-20, right up the middle of the field, 25. Scoots through a tackle, still on his feet, gets to the 29 and brought down there. Nice return by Nolan Waters for Atlantic.
Nice cutback.
It was. I mean, if there wasn't that one guy, I think he would have got a lot farther. That's a good run.
That one guy was Matthew Sorvinen that made the solo stop for Harlan Community. Atlantic has it 4:43 to go, third quarter, the Seed Pros scoreboard. And we'll see if they can get something to go in here. The passing game has been kind of a struggle for Atlantic here in the ball game. And I look for Rasmussen somehow get him downfield and give him a jump ball, Fergie, right? I mean,
yeah, or get something short and out. Crossing the field.
Hedrington gets the call. He puts his head down and slams across the 30.
And we need that, Tommy, to open up that run game.
Yeah, exactly. Hedrington, a couple of yard gain. And it's going to be second down and 8 for Atlantic. The ball at the 31, and Hedrington running hard.
Yes, he is.
On a defense right there to slam him down. Second and 8. We're at 4:20 to play, third quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. High school volleyball on Tuesday night. We'll have a pre-match coverage with Coach Blake at around 6:40, and then we'll first serve it at 7 in the regionals. And Friday night we'll be at home in Nevada at Atlantic. Snap back to Parker, head off to Hedrington. Again, he puts his shoulders square and tries to push forward, and he got about a couple of yards, maybe 3, Perry.
Yeah, it'd be what do they say? 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Joseph Bryce made the stop for Harlan Community from that linebacker spot. 3:40 to play, 3rd quarter. Harlan leading 20-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. It's been a light mist all night long.
His ass.
Northwest breeze blowing pretty hard.
Perfect Halloween weather.
Yes, it is. October the 13th.
Ooh.
Out of the gun is Parker. Hanson in motion. Snap back to Parker. He's going to look for Hanson. Now he's rushed. Soma comes out of nowhere. It was Soma. Hayden Soma.
Yeah.
He's fired up, and he gets Parker for a big loss. Back to the 25-yard line in a punting situation for the Trojans. Boy, I tell you, Atlantic might have had a guy, too.
Yeah, it just
Couple of them.
Couple of them.
Yeah, Fergie.
Yeah, you just got to get rid of that ball quicker.
Yeah.
You know?
It's holding on to it too long.
Well, throw it to a spot.
Yep.
Rasmussen averaging 35 yards, a bunt coming in. We'll put it away here. Here's the snap and the line drive. Eggers at the 45, looking for room. Now he's going to cut back to the 50, 45, and he's brought down at about the 43. Snagged down by...
That was a great angle by Evan Sorensen.
Evan Sorensen, the tackle.
To get that speedster. I mean, we're talking big speed difference there. And that was all just good training and angles, guys.
That was linebacker speed, Fergie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it really was.
I mean, it was like I don't even know how to explain it, but when he grabbed him, it was like grabbing a child and sitting him in a spot.
So Nelson Fink wide left and Eggers right. 1st down and 10. Cyclones with 42 of Atlantic. 20-0 lead for Harlan. 2.5 to go, 3rd quarter. Snap. Give. Bendorf has a seam to the 40 and pushes forward to the 36-yard line. Gain of 6. Well, they're going to arc at the 42. So 2nd and 5. Pick up a 5, Perry.
Yeah. But they don't like that when Sorensen comes. And it wasn't a dog pile. He just lands on you. I mean, that's, for a small person, that's got to knock the wind out of you.
Sorensen's had a good game on the defensive end. Becker has been solid as he is every night. Cyclones come up with twins left. The Kaufman left along with Fink. And you have Eggers wide right. Arkfield in the shotgun with Smits in the backfield. Eggers down the near side. There's a fire by Arkfeld. It's going to be way overthrown, and Malia might get flagged. Yeah, he is. The official, the referee, or the official down the sideline did not throw the flag, but the back judge did on Malia, and I thought it was probably not going to be catchable.
There's no way it was catchable, but we're not the officials.
So it's going to be pass interference if they go ahead and execute it.
I don't know why they don't ask us our opinion.
Oh, no.
I mean, he had him.
Oh, yeah.
He had him.
Mugged him. He mugged him.
He held him. I mean, that's...
it's still better than giving up a touchdown. So
well, and that's what Coach Brummer talked about, smart penalties. Sometimes those type of penalties are smart penalties, right?
And let's face it, the Trojans, I hate saying this, have not been penalized. Neither team has a lot tonight.
It's been clean.
It's been a pretty clean game.
It's been well officiated. 1st down and 10. A brown shoe fit 1st down for Harlan at the 22 of Atlantic. 1:49 to go, 3rd quarter.
Oh.
And Harlan, they jumped.
Yeah.
Cyclones right side got a head start.
Yeah, got some jumping beans there, didn't they?
Yep.
5-yard penalty. They'll take it back to the 70-yard line. 1st and 15 for Harlan. 140. You talk about no penalties there, Ferg. And
good job,
there you
Fergie.
go.
Thanks,
You're welcome.
buddy.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
Kaufman will check in.
The top of a mind awareness,
1st down and 15. Harlan 1:49 to play, 3rd quarter. The Seed Pro scoreboard, 20-0. Cyclones with the cushion here, and Eggers wide left. Fink and Rice wide right. Rice with a touchdown catch, 1 touchdown catch. Arkfield fires over the middle. That's incomplete. Waters had the coverage on Fink.
Oh, we got
Sorensen down.
No.
That's Flasic again.
Yeah, the big boy.
He went out with an injury earlier, then he got back in and made a tackle. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 15. 1:43 to go in the 3rd quarter. We've got an injury timeout. We're going to be back in 30 seconds on 95.7 FM and live video streamed on westerniowatoday.com.
Outfitters Plus in Atlantic is making it easier for teams, coaches, groups, and you to host your group's orders online with their online store. Custom printed shirts, sweatshirts, all of your team apparel. Outfitters will design the graphics, post them on the web, give you the link to share with your team or group, and they can order themselves, all online. No more order forms to lose, sizes to keep track of, or money to hold on to. Let Outfitters Plus set up an online store for your team or group today. Give them a call at 243-4379. That's 243-4379. Outfitters Plus in Atlantic.
20-0 Harlan Community with the lead over Atlantic. They led 13-0 at the halftime break. And then Coffman catching an 8-yard pass from Arkfeld to get into the end zone. And it's 20-0 Harlan Community with the lead with 1:43 to go in this third quarter. And Placek still down right now, being attended to. And we'll take another break. Another 30-second timeout. We're back right after this.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Well, Placek walking off gingerly, to say the least, Perry Fief. And,
yeah, it looks something's a little tender.
Got a little ankle maybe bothering him and annoying him tonight, but he's a tough kid. He's walking off at his own power. 2nd and 15, Harlan will have the football on the 27-yard line of Atlantic. 1:43 to go, third quarter, and Harlan a 20-0 lead. High backfield behind Arkfeld. He'll send Fink and Rice to the right, Eggers left. There's a snap, pump fake. Arkfeld fires on a hitch and go to Rice, and it is intercepted by Jewell. He spins off a tackle to the 10.
All right. Great googly moogly.
Finally
a turnover.
And Jewell with his third pick of the season. So Atlantic will have it a first down and 10 at the 9-yard line. How about that, Kevin Ferguson?
Well, yeah, that's just what the Trojans need. It's too bad we didn't get that run back all the way. But you know what? A turnover could be what gets this offense going. The momentum switch. They're deep in their own territory. You take this one down, it's gonna happen, guys.
So Atlantic will try to get the offense on the right track here on a first down and 10 for their own 9-yard line. 1:35 to go in the third, and the handoff is to McLaren, and he gets across the 10 to about the 13 for gain of 4, second down and 6.
I'm going to make a talk about this, Perry. It don't matter if offense or defense. Harlan and Atlantic, downfield, outside, somewhere. Plays over. There's still wide receivers, cornerbacks, linebackers, and other people still fighting.
Yep.
You know, you just see it all over the field, and that's awesome.
It is. I mean,
1:03 left, third. Atlantic comes up on a 2nd and 6 for their own 13. This is Hedrington, and he has nowhere to go. A roadblock, and he's maybe got a yard. No, he got a yard to 14. He went to 14, so it's going to be third down and 5 for the Trojans at their own 14-yard line. As time is running out here in the third quarter. Harlan up 20-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Zayden Parker, the sophomore, will check back in to the Trojan huddle. 27 seconds and counting. See what the Trojans can dial up here. Rasmussen wide right. Snap back to Parker. Play action fake to Hedrington. He's going to launch it. Caught by Rasmussen at 25. And he gets the first down to the 27-yard line. We're waiting for Rasmussen to touch the football. And a nice little route to the outside. He curled back in and made the catch.
Yep, he knew where the first down was at. And this time our quarterback got rid of, he knew how to throw it right away. He knew what the route he was running, and it worked out perfectly.
And the route created separation.
Yep.
There's the first separation, Fergie. Really, and a nice job.
Absolutely, Tom.
Well, the Trojans move the change. The Browns shoot fit first down. They'll start the fourth quarter play, a first down and 10. And the football will be spotted. As we're waiting for the spot here.
Well, it's a quarter over, so they got to go to the other side of the field, right?
But I'm not sure where they're going to mark it there, but we'll get to you right after this 30-second timeout. Atlantic has a first down. We're back in 30 seconds.
If you love fall, you're going to absolutely fall in love with the new fall arrivals at Brown Shoe Fit in downtown Atlantic. Stop in and see our selection of fall shoes and boots for fashion and work. Game ready, tailgate cool, and the coolest styles to hit the school. You'll find the greatest fall fashions at Brown Shoe Fit, a tradition of quality, fashion, and comfort at your Atlantic Brown Shoe Fit at 502 Chestnut Street.
Atlantic and Carroll.
We're in Merrifield tonight on a cold, breezy evening with mist throughout the entire ball game out of the northwest. Really light mist. First down and 10 Atlantic, and the ball's by the 27.
Yeah, it's a good thing no one has like a face shield on their helmet because they wouldn't be seeing tonight.
You couldn't see a thing.
No.
First down and 10 Atlantic. We'll see if they get something going offensively. Down 20-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Cyclones with the lead. And Hanson and Goodrich wide right, Rasmussen left. Now the gun is Aiden Parker, a fresh 12 on the board. He's back to throw, caught by Rasmussen at the 33. And he's going to be stopped there. A nice gain. A pickup of 6 yards, 2nd and 4 for Atlantic.
It's like, what do you call those, spot passes? Or
Yeah, that's a little, yeah, okay.
I mean, I
He
don't
drives
know.
them off like he's going deep and then just curls.
Okay.
It's more of a curl. But I think what they're doing here, Perry, is they're probably setting him up for a hitch and go so he can get down the field and get some separation.
I smell what you're throwing down.
2nd down and 4 for Atlantic, ball the 28. In the gun, Parker. In motion, Rasmussen. Snap back to Parker. He's going to fire it. It is caught by Rasmussen at the 40 and gets a first down. 3 consecutive throws to the senior wideout. And Atlantic gets another Brown Shoe Fit first down. They move the change to the 40-yard line. And now Fergie's getting some separation. I think Parker's soaring to the spot as well.
Exactly. And one of the things we see there, I don't recall that I've ever seen Rasmussen in motion this year. Have you?
Very rarely.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So, I mean, that in itself probably has him a little bit off balance, but open to the zone there.
Early fourth quarter, Harlan 20-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Atlantic driving with their second first down of the drive.
Uh-oh.
The ball at the 41 and timeout, Coach Brummer. He wants to talk this over. 10:45 left, timeout Atlantic. Harlan up 20-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. We're back in 30 seconds.
From start to finish, let Aiken Design Center help you with your kitchen or bathroom ideas. For new designs or remodels, Aiken Design Center will work with you or your contractor to make your dream a reality. If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center staff is committed to quality design while meeting your needs. Stop into Aiken today to find out how we can help.
In Atlantic, Corning, Clarinda, and Creston.
Welcome back to Merrill Field here in Harlan. A damp night here, as you can see that field glistening with the mist that's been floating around entire ball game. We're 10:45 to go here in the ball game. A quick game.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an interesting game. I mean,
8:41 the time. Kickoff at 7, Perry, and we'll get you home in time. Your bedtime there at 10
I'm
o'clock.
on call, dude. As soon as we're done, I got to go back on call.
Ball at the 41 of Atlantic, first down and 10. Snap to Parker. He's going to throw it. He's got a man, Goodrich, and he can't make the catch. Kaufman got a paw on it. And Brock, he was there.
He was there. That was a good call. That was a good play. It's just that 3, he just was like an insect on your windshield. Just gets it away.
Absolutely. He just got his paws in there just enough to deflect that ball. Thought Goodrich was still going to have a chance to bring it down, but no, that was good defense, guys, because that was open and there was separation.
Yeah.
Good closing speed by 3.
Yeah, he must be a track star too.
Hopping with the play there. Otherwise, Goodrich would have probably been in the end zone. 2nd down and 10 Atlantic. The ball at their own 41-yard line with 10:38 to play here in the game. Harlan up 20-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Rasmussen back in motion, right to left. Parker in the shotgun. We've got a flag thrown for the back judge. I believe time ran out on Atlantic.
Yep.
Delay of game, a 5-yard penalty. They'll take it back 5 yards to 36 of Atlantic. It'll be a second down and 15 with 10:38 to go here in the ball game. Last check, what do we have? Creston, Nevada.
Creston's up 28-7.5.
Wow. Second down, 15. 10:38 to play. Atlantic with the ball on their own 36. Rasmussen in motion. Hand off to Hedrington. He has nowhere to go. Dropped at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 15 for Atlantic. He tried to go left tackle. And
yeah, they kind of sniffed that one out.
Yeah, if he could have got about 2 more steps to the outside and made his cut, he'd have been.
Oh, yeah.
He'd have been beautiful.
It would have.
Hightoff made the stop for Harlan, the right defensive tackle, and he's got a little bit of a issue with his helmet right now as they try to get him mechanic out there to fix him up, and they're going to have officials timeout.
Well, he got to get out the field, dude. Or I'm sorry, I mean he needs to get off the field.
No, he got it. He got it fixed.
Oh.
3rd down.
It looked like he had a wasp in it or something the way he was acting. He was just acting all funny. Or he's having a spell.
3rd down. 3rd down and 15. The ball at the Trojan 36. Snap back to Parker. He's going to throw it. He fires a deep one. There's Goodrich, and he can't make the catch. He got turned around. But Fergie talked about that separation. Trojan been getting it.
Oh, my gosh. He did a little hitch and go, and he went. I mean, he went. Yeah. Quarterback and receiver just not quite there.
No, I think he threw it on the other side of the shoulder.
He was wide open down the hash mark, and he got turned around. And, boy, that was a good pattern. He was wide open.
Everybody saw it, too.
4th and 15. Atlantic will have to punt. Rasmussen will punt it away. A nice
Look at
punt.
that. Oh, not to that dude.
Eggers at the 20. He gets across back to the 20 now. He's trying to find somewhere to go. He dodges one tackler, breaks another. He's at 25-30. Eggers 35, gets the edge 40-45. And he gets the 40, 35-30, 25-20. And Eggers is going to go all the way with a touchdown.
No flag?
No flag, and it was an 80-yard return. He actually got it about the 23. And then he backpedaled to the 20, and I mean he outran everybody to the end zone. We're going to call that a 70, about a 70-yard kickoff return.
Please tell me he's a senior.
Braden Eggers. Boy, what a return here in the 4th quarter by Eggers. That excited the crowd.
Yep.
Punt return of 73. And Argueta had been, it's going to be Nolan Schwery with the PAT for Harlan. 26-0 Cyclones. Set, kick, up, good. 27-0 Harlan, 9:11 to play. We're back right after this on 95.7 FM.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
He was actually running backwards, too.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Atlantic had him stopped for sure.
So Argueta will kick it away. Schwery had the PAT. 27-0 Harlan Community with the lead. 9:11 to play. Argueta's kickoff. High end over end. Running up on it is Waters. He has a 20, 25. Cuts left side 30. Still on his feet. And he's brought down at about the 34-yard line. Good return by Waters. He got a running start at it. A running catch, and momentum took him up to 34, first down at 10.
Thank goodness, because it kind of fumbled between his legs as he was running. It was like, oh, please don't drop it. But, yeah, it's a good held, and you got a good kick return.
First down at 10 Atlantic at 9:03 to play. here in this football game at Merrill Field and Harlan. Cyclones up 27-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. A 73-yard punt return by Eggers. And the Trojans have the football. About the 9.
There we go.
There goes up the middle. It's Hedrington across the 35-30, 25-20. Hedrington's going to take it to the house.
Wow, that's a big hole, Berg. Did you see that?
Oh, my
Hedrington on a 56-yard touchdown run just like that. He exploded up the middle.
Oh, wow.
That was awesome.
Yeah, he deserved that. That was a great hole by the offensive line, and he was full bore, baby. He was going.
Good to see him break loose.
Yeah.
For one long one this season. That's his longest TD run. He just exploded through there.
There wasn't nobody catching him, Tom.
No, he showed great speed. And the Trojans on the board, the 27-6. And the extra point by Thompson is not going to make it, and it is no good. 27-6. The score remains. A big run by Hedrington. 50, or what was that, 51 yards.
It was more than
56 yards, by Hedrington. And Atlantic on the board here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We're back right after this.
Get to the Super Bowl for Globe Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights. Perfect for birthdays, reunions, family and friend get-togethers, and date nights. They even have bumpers and ramps for the little ones. Globe Bowling. All the glow-in-the-dark fun you love. Plus, the friendly competition of bowling makes for a great night. Call Dan to schedule your next party at 243-4656. Globe Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights at the Super Bowl. Highway 71 in Atlantic.
And welcome back to Merrill Field. So Hedrington gives the Trojan fans a little something to cheer about. A 65-yard run for 35. And what a job by Hedrington. He showed a lot of speed. He was untouched to the end zone. 27-6, Atlantic on the board of the Seed Pro scoreboard. And the kickoff is coming up.
I like this too.
So here we go. Hayden Thompson to kick it away from the 40-yard line. And it is a pooch kick. Takes a big bounce and covered by Harlan at about the 36.
Were you offsides?
I don't see any flag. Yeah, there's a flag back at the 39.
Yeah, we were offsides.
Ian Carney covered the offside. I think it's an onside kick, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
So
I love the bounce it took.
Yeah, you know, nobody was there, but Carney able to snuff it out. So he drops back to the 35. 8:49 to go in the game. Harlan up 27-6 on the Seed Pro scoreboard, and Thompson will tee it up again. And Eggers and Coppin, they'll inch up now. Coppin will come up to 40, and Eggers at about the 24. So they're looking for the onside kick. Thompson will get into this one, I think. And, he's going to kick it deep. Eggers, look out. He's got the ball at the 20, 25, and he is hit. And this time they corral him and drop him at about the 24. Good coverage by the Trojans.
Yeah, he's probably still catching his breath from the last round.
Tyson O'Brien was down to make the stop for Atlantic. 8:42 to play. And the ball is spotted down at the 26-yard line of the Cyclones. 1st and 10. Hedrington, a 65-yard TD run. Gets Atlantic on the board here. Here comes the Harlan community. 1st and 10, 8:42 to play. 27-6 Cyclones with the lead high backfield behind the quarterback, Will Arkfeld. They'll send Rice in motion. Hand off to Smits. A rare take for him. He gets maybe a yard to the 28-yard line. Good D by the Trojans. Cohen Bruce gets up from the bottom of the pile. And Colton Becker. Becker again. I don't know how many tackles that guy's had tonight, but he's been in a lot. 8:23 to go. Harlan up 27-6 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Arkfeld will join the huddle.
I see our 77 is back out, so he must
Good.
have got the little ankle taped, but he's out there.
And good to see. So here we go. 2 receivers left, one right. Eggers wide right, 2 receivers left. I backfield behind Arkfeld on a 2nd and 9. And this is Smith weaving his way across the 35-40, and he gets close to the first down. They're going to mark it at about the 36-yard line. Yep, first down. A Brown Shoe Fit first down for Harlan Community. Smith's in a nice run. He ran the cones there and gets the first and 10.
Yeah. And this is where Harlan, this is where they kind of, they love this part of the game right now because they're just going to ground and pound most of the time. But who knows? I mean, you don't know about these guys.
7:34 to play and a first down and 10. We're in the fourth quarter at 27-6. Harlan with a lead in the ball. Fink in the flank left along with Rice, who's wide left. Eggers to the right side, eye backfield behind the quarterback, Will Arkfeld. And he'll turn, he'll give the fullback Bendorf and charge across the 40 to the 41 for a gain of 4. Second down and 6, Fergie.
Yeah, it's one of those times you really don't expect them to go to the air unless they're third and long or something, because time is their worst enemy right now.
Yeah.
Under 7 to play in the game, and Flasic is going to go back out again,
and most of their drives today have been long drives.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they had a couple set up by pass plays as well. Just one, I guess, to Eggers. That set up that Noah Smith's opening score with 1:08 to go in the first quarter. And the Cyclones are going to take their time, 16 of the play clock, with a second down and 6:39 to play, and a 27-6 lead over Atlantic. Rice wide left, one receiver right. Fink in the slot left, high backfield, the turn, the give, Schmitz, and he's wrapped up and dropped at the 40. Nothing going. Good job of the defensive line for Atlantic.
I was going to say, I've been watching here this whole game, and I noticed, how it, rubs my rhubarb about them guys helping everybody up all the time. They haven't really been helping the Harlan guys up until that right there.
Becker made the stop again for Atlantic. Third down and 6 for the Trojans for the Cyclones at their own 41. Ball on the far hash mark. Eggers wide left, twin receivers right with Fink and Rice. High backfield behind the quarterback, Arkfeld under center from the 41. He'll turn, he'll keep it. Rolling left, wants Eggers. He's going to toss it to Eggers, and it is caught.
Wow.
Inside the 45, down to the 40-70-yard line. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, wow. I mean, yeah.
Made the catch. They're going to mark it at the 42 of Atlantic. What a play.
I'll bet he can drop a three-pointer.
I'm telling you. That quarterback says it's got a touch, man.
Arkfeld with a nice little teardrop right in the hands of Eggers. And they get the ball to 42 and a Brown Shoe Fit first down with 5:37 to play. And the Seed Pros scoreboard. And they'll have the ball as Arkfeld will duck under center. Eye backfield behind him. Twins to the right. Under center, Arkfeld. He'll turn and hand off to Bendorf across the 40 down to the 38-yard line. Goes to the 37. Another good gain of the play. Pickup of 5. I'll see where they mark the ball here. They're going to mark it at the 38-yard line, so it's going to be a gain of 4, second down and 7. 5:16 to go. Well, the community trying to, pretty good in shape to go to 5-3. They'll even their district record at 2-2. Atlantic 2-1 coming in, so they'll be tied with Harlan at 2-2. Rice wide right, Fink in the slot right. Eggers left. High backfield behind Will Arkfeld, the quarterback. He'll take it and hand off to Bendorf, and he gets to the 36-yard line. Gain of about a yard of the play. Third down and 4 for Harlan Community. 4:40 left to go. Cyclones led 13-0 at a half. Noah Schmitz on a 1-yard score with 1:18 to go in the first quarter. Now we've got a timeout called, and we'll take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds on 95.7 FM and live video streamed on westerniowatoday.com.
October is a great time for smoking barbecue at the tailgate, but sometimes that just takes too long. That's why Olson's BP has you covered with their Godfather's Pizza October Special. It's $2 off with the new large smoking barbecue pizza. That great smoked barbecue taste, but it takes way less time. Remember, other coupons are not valid with this offer. Stop by Olson's BP for this month's Godfather's Pizza special, $2 off the new large smokin' barbecue pizza.
Welcome back to Merrill Field in the waning moments of this football game. Atlantic trailing 27-6 on the Seed Pros scoreboard with 4:36 remaining. Cyclones break out of the timeout. The ball on the Atlantic 36-yard line. We were recapping the score earlier. Noah Schmitz at a 1-yard run set up by Arkfeld to Eggers' deep pass. Made it 7-0 after the extra point. Arkfeld hit Rice with 22 seconds to go in the first half. Made it 13-0 after missed extra point. Coppin scored on an 8-yard pass play. Eggers on a 73-yard punt return. Hetherington with a 65-yard run. There's a handoff and a nice tackle in the backfield by Tyson O'Brien.
Well, and
Gavin McLaren, yeah.
I mean, we haven't said his name much tonight on defense because I think they've been kind of saving him for offense. But
Schmitz, the ball carrier. 4:26 to go. Another timeout called here on a 4th down for Harlan. 4th and 5 at the Trojan 37. We'll take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds at 95.7 FM.
KS 95.7 is KSWI Atlantic, a proud part of
Elkhart Plastics in Atlantic has a career opportunity for you. They're currently looking to hire first and second shift oven operators, first shift assemblers, and maintenance personnel, along with competitive pay and shift differential offered for second shift. Elkhart Plastics offers medical, dental, vision, company-paid life and disability plans, as well as vacation, paid holidays, education reimbursement, and retirement savings plans. Go to myersindustries.com/careers to view openings and fill out an application. Elkhart Plastics is an equal opportunity and affirmative action employer. Fill out an application. Elkhart Plastics is an equal opportunity and affirmative action employer.
Welcome back to Merrill Field. 4th down and 5 for Harlan. The football at the 37-yard line of Atlantic. A 27-6 lead for the Cyclones of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Arkfeld will duck under center with an eye backfield behind him. And this is a play-action fake. Rolls right, still keeper. This is Arkfeld keeping the football across the 40, 35, and he's bumped out of bounds. I believe he got it. We'll see. Boy, maybe not. He might be short, Perry.
Well, I think, I don't know. I was too busy watching some holding. But
no, he didn't make it.
He didn't make it.
No,
So I
wasn't.
I was watching the holding. Sorry about that one.
1st down and 10. Atlantic, so the Trojan defense turned him away.
Yeah, that was a good deal.
27-6. Harlan with the lead on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Rice is coming out this defensive series. Soma also is going to come out. This Coach Blatt going to send some two-deepers in to get some time. Hazy will check in for Harlan, 33. Atlantic huddling up on a 1st down and 10 from their own 33-yard line. Our post game will come up after this, brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel. Kevin Ferguson will talk to Coach Joe Brummer. Twins left. Hanson right, snap back to Parker. A slant to Hanson, caught across the 45. Oh, and the Trojans get a brown shoe fit 1st down, a gain of 12.
That was nice. That was a nice little route. You got quarterbacks getting rid of the ball quicker, which is great.
Hanson on a little slant pattern over the middle. He makes the catch. Good pass by Parker. 1st down and 10. Trojans at their own 45. 4 minutes left. Snap back to Parker. He'll throw. Caught by Goodrich at midfield. And he's cut down by Kesters at the Cyclone 49. And that was a gain of about 6. And that hurt too. Goodrich.
That looked like that hurt.
Kesters with the tackle on Brock Goodrich, the sophomore receiver. And he's slow to get up. So we'll take an injury timeout. Atlantic has it 2nd down and 4 at the Cyclone 49 after that pass and catch for 6 yards from Parker to Goodrich. Back in 30 seconds.
The perfect companion is waiting for you at the Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic. Pick out a furry guinea pig, hamster, or mouse. Maybe something feathered. They have an aviary full of birds to choose from. What about something scaly, like a snake, lizard, or hermit crab? And it's in their name. A wide variety of fish are available at the Fish Store and Pet Center. Get all the food and accessories you need to keep that new addition to your family happy and healthy. The Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic, a pet lover's paradise.
And welcome back to Merrill Field. Atlantic driving. They have the ball at the 49-yard line of Harlan. Goodrich able to get off the field.
Yeah, that's good to see. I mean, this is nothing serious. I think, I think it just lower extremity got hit a certain way, and it just.
3:41 to play. Harlan 27-6 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Atlantic lines up at the Cyclone 49. Two receivers right. Offset eye. Snap back to Parker. Looks to throw. Fires. Intercepted by Kaufman at the 45, 50, 45, 40. Kaufman racing down the far sideline inside the 30.
They're going to be a flag.
Pulled out of bounds. They're going to mark it to the 29. Well, Kaufman with the pick. And the Cyclones have the ball deep in Trojan territory with 3:18 to play in the football game. The ball at the 29 of Atlantic. Kaufman with a nice.
Yeah, he just kind of stepped in front of the route.
Oh, man. Kaufman's first pick of the season. Harlan with their 5th interception of the year. They've recovered just 2 fumbles. Not really a lot of forced turnovers by Harlan this season. That would be the 7th. And the first pick, Sorfin had a couple of interceptions to lead Harlan community. First down and 10, the 29 of Atlantic. Cyclones up 27-6, 3:18 to play. Arkfeld under center eye backfield. This is Bendorf, and he squirts forward to the 25, 26, I should say. Gain of 3, second down and 7.
Yeah, our guys are hitting it pretty hard. I was just saying, hopefully the guys that are on streaming this gets to see some of how these guys are kind of popping them.
Second down and 7, under 3 to play in the game. The ball at the Trojan 26. Will Arkfeld with the play with 18 seconds on the play clock. Arkfeld's had a nice night throwing the ball. A couple of touchdown passes. Kaufman and Rice on the receiving end. He'll set up under center. Eggers wide left. Twins right eye backfield. The turn to give to Bendorf, and Sorensen gets a hand on him and bear hugs him down inside the 25, the 24. Gain of a pair, third down for the Cyclones and 5.
Sorensen's had a good game.
They haven't played bad at all. I mean, they competed. They've had some turnaways. Just a little slow getting that passing game going. And once they did, and Hedrick had an electrifying 65-yard run and 3 consecutive passes to Rasmussen. Goodrich made a catch. Third down, 5 Cyclones. The football at the 24-yard line of Atlantic. They'll have Fink wide left and Eggers wide right. Eye backfield behind Arkfeld. Option left. He's going to keep it all the way, and he gets some positive yards inside the 23 down the 22. I heard you say ooh, and I don't think that was a Halloween cry, was it?
No, that's my cry for candy. No. Our guys are hitting. I'm just telling you.
That's your cry for candy.
Yeah.
Ooh. Fourth down and 1 for Harlan. The football is at the Trojans 21, just outside that Armor Insurance red zone, and Cyclones are going to go for it with a 27-6 lead here with 1:05 to play. Eggers wide right, Fink and Rice wide left. Eye backfield, the turn to give to Schmitz, and he runs into a wall of whites. Woodward was there to grab him and knock him down, and he wasn't the only one. Tyson O'Brien was there as well. So the Trojans turn the Cyclones away on downs. They'll have it back first down and 10 and try to get a late game score here as a post game coming up with Kevin Ferguson down with Coach Brummer, and we'll wrap things up. Perry's word of the game also coming up. So checking in is Zayden Parker. Next Friday night we'll be home in Nevada at Atlantic to wrap up the regular season. Hanson, Goodrich, and Tristan Hayes wide right, Rasmussen left. In the backfield, Hedrington, here's the snap back to Parker. Pump fake, wants to throw. He's looking for Hanson. He's going to fire to Hanson. Hanson catches the ball across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. A gain of 20 yards on that pass play. And a brown shoe fit first down. The Trojans are going to keep on working here.
Oh, you might as well.
You bet. 46 seconds to play. Down 27-6 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Parker snap, drops it, picks it back up. He's going to have to get rid of it. Now he rolls left, stops, and now he's going to launch it deep, and it is incomplete. And that's
There's
the flag.
a flag.
Yeah, it was interference. Coffin was there and got Rasmussen wrapped up. So pass interference against Harlan Community.
Like a Christmas gift.
28 seconds to play. Cyclones up 27-6 on the Seed Pros scoreboard, and they'll move the chains. Be a Brown shoe fit first down for Atlantic on that pass interference. They'll mark it off across the 50 and umpire the 45, and he's going to rest it down at the 43 of Harlan. First down and 10 for Atlantic on the Seed Pro scoreboard as the stands have been kind of steadily emptying out here on this chilly, rainy Friday night. Ball at the 43, 28 seconds left, snap back to Parker. He wants to throw. Now we've got a false start on Atlantic, I believe.
Getting a little giddy.
Yep. A little bit of a hurry there.
Yep.
The ball back at the 48, 26 seconds left. Ball at the 48-yard line of the Cyclones. We're going to hear from Kevin Ferguson, who's on the sideline. Kevin, we'll talk to Coach Brummer. Here come the Trojans, first down and 15. The ball at the 48 of Harlan Community. Snap back to Parker. Here comes the blitz. Parker avoids it, rolls right, unloads, caught Hanson, and he's bumped out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A gain of 12 on the play for Atlantic. About 2 yards shy of a first down with 17 ticks on the clock. Thanks for joining us tonight here on 95.7 FM on our live video stream on westerniowatoday.com with Cody Weaver. Second and 2 Atlantic. Have time for a couple of more plays here. They're down 27-6 on the Seed Pro scoreboard.
Go and start raiding.
You know, it's
Yeah, it is.
It's and we saw that on the radar. Snap back to Parker. He's going to throw it. Fires over the middle, and it is caught by Hayes and then dropped.
Close.
He was hit hard by Kesters coming over the middle. That was a good play by Kesters.
Yeah.
Because Hayes had it for a moment.
Well, Hayes laid his body out. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
So that was all around like whoosah.
9 seconds left, 27-6. The ball at the 35 of Harlan Community. 9 seconds left to play. Trojans come up with probably one final play, maybe two here, trying to get another score into the end zone as Parker takes a snap, looks to throw, pump fake now, lets it fly. There is Hanson and Kesters with the interception, and he's up to the 15. It takes a knee at about the 18-yard line, and that'll be it. Cyclones win this one 27-6 over Atlantic on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Our post-game show is coming up. We'll hear from Atlantic head coach Joe Brummer as starting to rain here a little bit harder, a little bit more than a mist right now. And I think what we'll do here is let's get right to our post-game stuff here, Perry Fief. And our post-game show is brought to you by Olson's BP. Great food, Godfather's Pizza, and quality BP fuel that keep you going company. Olson's in Atlantic. We're back with a postgame right after this.
October is a great time for smoking barbecue at the tailgate, but sometimes that just takes too long. That's why Olson's BP has you covered with their Godfather's Pizza October special. It's $2 off with the new large smoking barbecue pizza. That great smoked barbecue taste, but it takes way less time. Remember, other coupons are not valid with this offer. Stop by Olson's BP for this month's Godfather's Pizza special. $2 off the new large smoking barbecue pizza.
Does your schedule make it hard to get the kids to and from school? SWITA can help. SWITA Student Transportation is safe, easy, and affordable. Kids in grades pre-K through 12 not served by the regular school bus can ride in Atlantic, Harlan, Glenwood, and Red Oak for $1.50 each way. Register now for fall by visiting swita.com or call 1-800-842-8065.
After years of wondering why I see more runners
Welcome
than
back.
other athletes, I figured it out. Well, a sophomore hurdler explained it to me. This is Dr. Fritz Beyer of Body Basics Chiropractic, and he told me since my hip started acting up, I lost 1 second from my time. 1 second in a 55-second stopwatch to tell you when the nagging injury takes 2% from you. To make sure you're giving your 100%, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Welcome back to Post Game, brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel. Your home for Godfather's Pizza. We'll get right after it here with the rain starting to come down. Our injury report brought to you by Body Basics. Call 254-BODY. Get your body back to the basics. And as far as the injuries, Perry Fief, I think we had Flasik was shaken up. Goodrich able to get off the field.
I think some kids had some dingers, but no one got seriously injured or no one needed that much help off the field. Everybody kind of went off on their own.
So that's good news there.
Yeah, it is.
Our long distance play of the game brought to you by Dvorak Tire. Be ready to go the long distance with tires from Dvorak Tire in Atlantic. We're back with that right after this.
After years of wondering why I see more runners than other athletes, I figured it out. Well, a sophomore hurdler explained it to me. This is Dr. Fritz Beyer of Body Basics Chiropractic, and he told me since my hip started acting up, I lost 1 second from my time. 1 second in a 55-second race is less than 2%, but he knew it instantly because the stopwatch told him. In other sports, there's not a stopwatch to tell you when the nagging injury takes 2% from you. To make sure you're giving your 100%, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Colton, with you more involved with farming, what have you observed? Farmers don't just work harder, they farm smarter. We've definitely seen that with the Enlist weed control system. Oh yeah, application is dictated by the grow stage, not a set date on the calendar, and you can take mix with liberty. Plus you have a post program that you don't have to worry about drifting into neighboring fields. Nailed it. To learn more, contact the Seed Pros. The Seed Pros, with you from the word go.
The Seed Pros, Mark Van Tecker, Gary Dinklet, Nick Knutson, and John Becker.
At Dvorak Tire and Service, we specialize in long distance. Whether you need new tires on your truck, van, car, SUV, or tractor, or service on your vehicle, at Dvorak Tire and Service, we go the extra mile to ensure that you can too. Oil changes, brakes, electrical, engine overhauls, and more. Our crew works hard so your crew can get where you need. So when you need to go the short or long distance, count on Dvorak Tire and Service on the corner of 2nd and Locust in Atlantic.
Now we go back down to Kevin Ferguson and Coach Brummer, if you can catch him there. Here we go, Kevin.
He's got a commitment here, Tom.
Okay.
So he said we'll talk later.
Okay, he's got to being his uncle right now. You bet.
Exactly.
We'll talk to Coach Brummer tomorrow and on Atlantic Sports Center. Hey, the long distance play of the game. That's got to go to Dante Hetherington and also Braden Eggers with that 73-yard punt return, and Hetherington on a 65-yard play from scrimmage. A big running play by Hetherington and Eggers with that long punt return. So those two get the long-distance play of the game. Here, those are the game. Coming up next, Chris Houghton, Earth Moving, digging it every day. We're back with that right after this.
At Dvorak Tire and Service, we specialize in long distance. Whether you need new tires on your truck, van, car, SUV, or tractor, or service on your vehicle, at Dvorak Tire and Service, we go the extra mile to ensure that you can too. Oil changes, brakes, electrical, engine overhauls, and more. Our crew works hard so your crew can get where you need. So when you need to go the short or long distance, count on Dvorak Tire and Service on the corner of 2nd and Locust in Atlantic.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
When you begin your construction project, you want perfection from the ground up. This is Chris Houghton with Chris Houghton Earth Moving. When it comes to excavation, demolition, drainage, all your earth moving needs for your home, farm, or business, team up with experience, quality, and outstanding service. Chris Houghton Earth Moving has the experienced, knowledgeable employees combined with all the equipment to tackle your projects, large or small, and get the job done right. When you're ready to start digging in the dirt, give me a call. We're Chris Houghton Earth Moving, and we're digging it every day.
And welcome back. Let's go the Does of the game, guys, and take it away here, Perry. I mean, there's a lot of hitting out there.
There's a lot of hitting, man.
Becker had a lot of tackles.
Yeah.
The left side of the offensive line when they opened that hole for Dante, and I think that's just got to be where it's at.
Let's go with that. Let's go with that because we've seen a lot. I mean, I was impressed, even though we got beat the way the score doesn't look the way the game was played.
Perry, it was impressive how the defense shut Harlan pretty much down on the
run.
Yeah. They did. They got beat by one arm.
Yep, they got beat by one arm. You're right.
All right. Hey, we're going to get to Perry's Word of the Week, and that is brought to you by Lime and Egg. Lime and Egg, that Word of the Week coming up. Lime and Egg brings us that Word of the Week every Friday night here. We're back with Perry's Word of the Week. Lime and Egg, where their goal is your profitability. Your Channel C dealers, Lee Satoff and Jim Swanson.
When you begin your construction project, you want perfection from the ground up. This is Chris Houghton with Chris Houghton Earth Moving. When it comes to excavation, demolition, drainage, all your earth moving needs for your home, farm, or business, team up with experience, quality, and outstanding service. Chris Houghton Earth Moving has the experienced, knowledgeable employees combined with all the equipment to tackle your projects, large or small, and get the job done right. When you're ready to start digging in the dirt, give me a call. We're Chris Houghton Earth Moving, and we're digging it every day.
This segment of Did You Know by Amy Jo is about hydraulic hoses. Well, guess what? They break. And at the worst times possible, too. Atlantic Egg and Auto can build you a new hydraulic hose most of the time faster than it takes you to even get to town. Now, don't begin a ticket racing to town to see me. Since you're here, you might as well get more hydraulic fluid, shop towels, detailing supplies, and fresh cab to keep those rodents out. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest Auto Parts stores.
At the heart of Channel Seeds are the relationships we build with farmers. Hi, this is Lee Sadoff with Lyman Ag Supply. When you partner with Lyman Ag for your fields, you'll experience our seedsmanship at work. Jim Swanson and I are committed to working with you through year-round customized service. We are committed to your success. It starts with placing products to perform, extends to evaluating crop development throughout the season, and continues well after harvest into planning for next year. Expert advice, customized service, and elite products. We're Lyman Ag Supply, and our goal is your profitability. Give us a call.
Well, welcome back. And our final Perry's Word of the Week brought to you by Lyman Ag. Perry, what was it? I have no clue.
Googly moogly.
Okay, you finally got that in.
Finally.
Googly moogly.
That was early, wasn't it?
Well, it was like the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, all right.
They wanted me to say dip me in chocolate and cover me in sprinkles. Like, I ain't saying that.
Well, that'll do it for the broadcast tonight. Thank you for joining us, Harlan Community, with a win of Atlantic 27-6. Our score brought to you by the Seed Pros. Next broadcast on Tuesday from Des Moines Christian High School to be Des Moines Christian Atlantic and high school volleyball action. And then we'll have the Atlantic Nevada home game next Friday night.
Tom, that's a lot of sprinkles.
Yeah, it's a lot of sprinkles.
A lot of chocolate.
Thanks for joining us from Merrifield and Harlan. Good night. Have a great weekend.
At the heart of Channel Seeds are the relationships we build with farmers. Hi, this is Lee Sadoff